Hello.
Hello?
Hello.
Who is this? Hello? Who is this?
Is this Domino's? Domino's?
Are we doing this Domino's thing again? I told you it's Pizza Hut. Pizza Hut. Nobody likes Domino's. You get your fucking facts straight. You know what? Domino's and Pizza Hut, man, like a rivalry. It's like Conan the Barbarian meets I don't know. How you doing, Sarah?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm doing pretty good. As you can tell, I dyed my hair pink.
Yes.
Wait a minute, that's you. The fucking writers for this show, Sarah.
Yeah,
the
right.
Writers,
They never get it right. Scripted.
They never get it right.
Yeah, they never.
How
do.
you doing?
I'm pink. How are you?
I mean, we're all pink on the inside, is what my uncle used to tell me at birthday. But that's what they say. That's what they say.
I think it's he meant red and not pink.
I would never look inside myself. If I had the ability to, I would never. That's too creepy for me. What are you drinking? What is that?
That is coffee. Thank you so much, Warrior, for the 128 bits. Conan
Dude,
the Bavarian meets Red Sonja.
I was telling everybody we're going to concentrate more on chat this time.
We are.
What's your chat doing? Let me take a look. It says, is that yogurt?
No, it's not. It's fucking coffee.
What kind of coffee is that? We don't have that in America.
Yes, you do. Don't you have, like, coffee?
Never had it. What is this coffee that you speak of, Sarah? No, we thought it was dirty water until somebody put sugar in it.
Oh, yeah, but that's because you guys have horrible coffee.
Dude, you know sometimes you have a New York accent? Yo, it's horrible coffee.
Horrible.
It's fucking horrible
it's
coffee.
Horrible.
Why?
What's
this? What's this? This is the universal Italian. You gotta throw the Italian. It's horrible. Holy shit.
I just talk Italian sometimes. I don't know why. It's like...
Sometimes I stare. Sometimes I don't even have the words. They don't even come to me. What happened over there? I'm looking. It says, so you bought Sarah a gift. They bought you a gift?
Well, yeah. Yes. SKBeats got me. He got me a gift for Christmas, and because I am somebody who has her shit together, I got it now. In my PO box.
No
and I got
shit.
this little. It's a love spoon. It's like a traditional thing in Wales. What
is it for?
Wales.
That's a really small spoon.
It is, yeah. But look, it has like little hearts, and it's handmade and stuff. Right. Super cool. Like it has a tradition and everything. Super cool. So yeah.
What's a tradition?
Well, it's gifted to people you cherish and love. And the oldest love spoon that they found dates back to 1667. Unfortunately,
Jesus
not
Christ.
69, but
Right. That would have been made it that much better. I've been called a love spoon before back in high school.
You have? Oh.
Yeah, that was my name in football. They're like, here comes
why.
Love Spoon.
What?
What the fuck does it even mean? I don't know nothing about sports. Maybe they were saying that I was good.
Oh, so yeah. Oh, yeah. So you know nothing about sports?
Nothing. Zero.
Okay.
I hate sports.
Why?
What about you?
I love sports.
What kind of sports do you like? I love sports.
That's toss.
Oh, but that's wrestling. It's a different sport, Sarah. No, I never liked sports. I never understood it. Like, I never brought my clothes to gym class either. I was like, nah, I forgot them. Yeah, they can make you in America. What do they do in Germany when you forget your gym clothes?
I didn't go to school in Germany, so I don't know.
Where did you go to school?
In Portugal.
Okay, what about Portugal? What would happen if you forgot your gym clothes?
You had to put on. They had like. They had gym clothes that were like that you had to wear if you forgot your gym clothes.
So what they had? What were they? What they was just random clothes sitting around or what?
No, they were like sports clothes, but I suspect they were already worn because every time I had to put them on, they stank of fucking sweat. It was horrible.
It's like, you forgot your clothes. Forgot your clothes again, Sarah, and they give you like, you got the suspenders and everything going. I could see it. I could see. You know what they did to us in America? If you forgot your clothes, you gotta walk. You gotta walk in the back of the class. I don't know why. You know what I mean? Just Everybody else is playing, and you got to just walk behind everybody. You know,
What?
like
That's so weird.
hey man, it is kind of weird. I mean, I have to admit it is kind of strange, but that's what we did. You forgot yours. I never bought my clothes. I didn't want to play. I didn't like sports.
You never bought your clothes?
No, I never
you
bought. I
steal
went to
them?
school. No, I went to no. Brought.
I understood bought.
You're just being racist to me because I'm Italian from New Jersey. Gloomy streams. Thank you so much for those. She's all, you bought your clothes? No, I stole them. I was like, yo, those are nice pantalones. Let's get the fuck out of here. Thank you for the bits, Gloomy. No, but I never bought my clothes, and I never wanted to change.
Okay.
I don't know. I didn't like. You like sports? You really like sports?
No, I don't. I hate sports. I mean, it's not. I don't hate them. Like I don't have a feeling towards them, to be honest. Like I don't get any feelings either, to be honest with you. You know, it's just you like. Which one's your? Like twice a no, like every 4 years there's like the World Cup of soccer. That's what I watch, and that's pretty much it. You know, honestly, I watch soccer because my old man watches it. You know, like Europeans are more into but like I don't know, I just don't like sports. In soccer, I'm too fat. They run around way too much, okay? In football, I feel like there's too many fucking rules. I don't know what's going on, you know? The referee blows the whistle every 5 minutes. And I'm like, what happened? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Is that what they do? Sounds like a mumble rapper. That's not it, though.
That's not it. No. Could you imagine? Hey, maybe we can get a job doing that, you know? Yeah. Ever see the soccer games? It's like, go! And you're like, oh, come on. You're like, what happened? That's the only part that I like. I like the celebration, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I like it too. I like that. Like some commentators, they're so passionate about it, especially in soccer.
Yes.
They're they're extremely passionate about it.
Yo, what's that stupid fucking sport with the broom? You know what I'm talking about?
Yes. It's curling. That's curling.
What are they doing? Who the fuck thought of that shit? No, let's be honest. Yes. If it was me and you stranded on a fucking frozen island in a million years, neither one of us would be like, Sarah, push that rock and I'll sweep in front of it real quick.
I think we would. I think we would if we would be, you know, if we took all the drugs, you know, all the drugs. God. And we would.
That's a weird sport. We got to admit, that's a little bit strange. But you know what the best part is? When they get their whole family in on it. Everybody's like,
yeah,
a whole bunch of, and you're like, wow, there's like 3 people sweeping. You know what I mean? Come do that shit at my house.
The first time I saw that, I was also like, who the fuck thought of that? Like, who thought of the broom and who what is happening? Like, what the fuck?
Is that what it's called? Is that what it's called? The broom?
I don't know, and probably it's not a broom. Like, probably it's called something fancy, like the shlalai or something. And
right. My family didn't even have a name for it. It was like a shkolpa. We just took whatever word in the town. Yeah, sweeping. La shkolpa. You know, they're sweeping.
Oh,
I don't understand.
Yeah, like
my father. Yeah, my father would watch it like serious too. He's like, I'm like, what are you watching? You know, and he's like, I'm like, come on, dude. You know, and they're like.
Yeah. In my family, nobody watches curling, but my parents watch cycling.
Oh, cycling.
Tour de France, you know.
And Tour de
France?
Do they watch finger skating or whatever it's called? Figure skating?
Finger skating?
The ones where they're like, blah, 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 and then spins around and they jump.
My mom likes that.
Yeah, I never.
But they
that's
also
shit that I don't do.
They also watch people jump off of ramps, like with their.
What?
Yeah, they have like their ski thingies.
Oh
right?
Yes, when they go like this, when they're like.
Yeah, and they're.
Yep. I'm like that guy. If you imagine if that happened to me by mistake, I would cry for like 2 years. If that happened to me by mistake,
I kind of want to do it. Every time I see it, I'm like, it looks so freeing. Like you just, you know,
it looks dangerous. Looks like a cannonball out of the cannon.
Yeah, I like it. I kind of want to do it. I kind of want to. Every time I see
I guess
it, I'm
maybe
like,
if I was
one of those.
if you wrap me up in like a pillow, a bunch of pillows, I would probably feel more safer because I don't want to. The older I get, I'm like, I'm gonna mess around, get hurt, and I'm gonna end up like, you know what I'm gonna do?
Fly as well though anymore. If you have a
no, not me. I don't got aerodynamics. It's like a Ferrari versus an SUV. You know what I mean?
I mean.
What's another stupid sport? There's a couple of them that are golf. Golf makes me lose my fucking mind.
Mini golf.
Oh, mini golf. Mini golf is good. Mini golf is.
Wow.
Yeah, dude, I don't mind mini golf.
Like I have. Listen. There's nothing I hate more than mini golf. Like I'm not even kidding you. I don't know. Like there's so many. Okay, so every time I go like on vacation with my parents, there's a stupid little fucking mini golf fucking place, right? Like, and then they're like, Sarah, you gotta play with us. And I'm like, no, I hate mini golf. They're like, no, you gotta play with us. I'm like, guys, you know I hate it. And then I play with them, and like first of all, I'm terrible at it.
Really?
Second of all, it just makes me rage so fucking much, and I'm literally just standing there, I'm like, this fucking shit, I hate this fucking shit. And
shit.
Yes. And then
in America, it's a pastime activity, man. People love that shit.
No, I hate it.
I don't like real golf. Real golf bothers me. Everybody's whispering. Ever notice that shit? They're like, he's gonna go for the other hole now, and you're like,
oh yeah.
Right. I don't understand some of these sports, but people go crazy for it. People dress up like it. Like in America for football, it's like 13 below zero outside. It's freezing, and they're out there with no shirts on or nothing, preaching on with their shovel team with scopa. You know what I'm saying? Holy shit, dude! I mean, who invented it? That's what I want to know. Who invented the scopa? The curling. Why is it called curling? Nothing curls in the entire thing.
That's true. Why is it called curling? Does anybody know?
Like calling. We might as well replace sex with reading.
Fuck this
Probably.
shit, I'm out.
Wait, we just got a raid.
Fuck this shit, I'm out.
There you go.
Okay, thank you so much. Wow. Hi. Hello.
Hi there, everybody.
Thank you so
Look at
much
that. Your
for
chat's
that raid.
blowing up. It looks like a finger or something.
There's a lot of fingering here going on.
A lot of
Thank you
fingering
so
going
much
on.
for that
Beautiful.
raid. Oh my god.
Thank you guys for her raid. Sorry, I'm excited.
There's a lot of fingers. I think we gotta put up the fingers too. How many fingers do you get? Is it like a lot of fingers? Oh my gosh, there's a lot of fingers.
That's a lot of fingers.
There's a lot of fingers, my friends. How are you doing? Thank you so much for that raid. How was your stream? I hope your stream was fucking amazing. I hope it was.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. And thank you so much, Warrior, for gifting that sub to Alexei. Thank you so much. And more fingers. We have a lot of fingers here. I'm thinking these are Portuguese people, so
no. What made you think that?
I don't know. Probably because of all these fingers.
They're giving you the Portuguese finger, man. It's the Portuguese finger right there.
Thank you so much.
Are you gonna do their song, Sarah? You gonna do the thank you for the raid?
Yeah. The are you gonna do it with me? Alexei, thank you so much for that raid. Let me just see who Alexei is really quickly. I'm sorry, Vin. These things
seeing
happen.
everything about him right now. I'm getting all the information about him.
Are you doing it? Okay, do it, please.
I'm obsessed.
Tell chat.
I'm obsessed.
Tell chat. Do it. You are, or I am? We're all obsessed here. Thank you so much. How was your raid? Tell me everything. How was your raid? How was your stream? Tell me everything. Oh God! So we are here. We are talking. We are the RANT, and we're talking about beautiful things, like things that really piss us off.
Like that weird sport in the Olympics. You can be honest with them.
Yeah,
What's the
like
weird
the Olympics,
sport in the Olympics? What is this in the Olympics? What sport is this?
Yeah,
that can't be healthy for you.
Muito obrigada, Alexei. Muito beijinhos. Obrigada. Vou dar aí followzinho. Please. Yeah, exactly. Muito obrigada. Beijinhos enormes. Espero que a tua live foi excelente. Beijinhos enormes, pessoal. You can also thank them for...
I will. I'll thank him in Italian. Grazie mille per venire qua a questo stream di SaraJazz. Tutte cose sta bene. E 1942. Grazie.
Exactly.
We got it covered. One more language and we got it covered.
Ja. Vielen Dank, dass ihr uns geratet habt. Vielen Dank. Und wir sind hier mit Vintendo und ja, das hier, ne? So, ja. Super.
All right, I got one more.
Okay.
SaraJazz. What do you think? Mille grazie.
The only thing that I know in Italian, you want to know?
What?
Vaffanculo.
That's not.
That
You know
is
what that
Italian.
means?
Vaffanculo. I know. It's like
That's
go
terrible.
like take it in like.
If you ever meet a nice
ass.
Italian, if you ever meet a nice Italian boy and you go back to his house and you meet his nonna, God bless her soul, she's a saint, and she's like, "Who's this girl?" And he's like, "Nonna, this is a SaraJazz." And SaraJazz will go, "Vaffanculo." It's not gonna be. You know what that means? It has to do with your butt.
I know. Yeah, culo. It's like in
My
Portuguese.
man.
It's like cu.
Why is culo? Oh, there's one in Portuguese too?
Yeah, cool. Like, you know. But, ei, já agora, deem todos beijinho grande aí na peida do Velo Cheio. Beijo grande na peida. Exactly. Beijo grande na peida. Do it again. Beijo grande na peida dele, se faz favor.
What are you making me say? You're probably like, look at this dumbass over here. He's gonna do what I do.
I'm making them say that you were giving Velo Cheio kisses on the butt.
Okay, kisses on the butt. There you go. Well, I mean, I've graduated. Kisses in the butt. That'd be a really weird culture thing to have to do, don't you think? I mean, what are they doing? No, it's okay. It's what they do. And then the guy in the front is going like this, you know?
With the fucking broom, dude.
What the fuck? Is it a special broom? Can we start? Is it healthy for you? That's all I want to know. Can I lose weight?
Listen, I have no idea why the broom is involved. I don't know if oh god, I was about to make a very sexist joke. Well, I'm backpedaling. Please, Vin, take over.
No, not you. You would never make one of those. I'm just saying, it's a weird sport. I think a lot of sports are weird. You don't like miniature golf. I think the broom curling is completely confusing. Next on the list, bobsled. That's just a sled.
What is bobsled?
Bobsled, when they all sit in front of each other like dick to back. You know what I'm talking about? And they go down the, you know? You don't know what a bobsled is?
It's like a sled, right? But what is the bob? Do you put like a thing on you or something?
I've never understood it in my entire life. It still makes no sense to me, to be honest.
What is it?
Bobsled. I'm gonna look it up. Hold on.
Yeah, I want to see what the bobsled is. I'm gonna
see this. You're gonna love it.
Bobsled.
Look at this. It's beautiful. Look at it.
Oh, I know. It's like where you go like together or something.
Yeah. This is another sport.
Oh yeah. When you are like two people, right?
Yeah. And you go like over 100 miles an hour. No seatbelts, nothing. If that thing falls over, you're done.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. And okay.
I would do it.
You would.
That's more my sport because you don't got to run around.
You gotta go. In the beginning, you have to run. Like in the beginning.
Not if you're the guy. Not if you're the guy in the front.
Yeah, but if you are the guy in the back, you have to go like.
That's what I look like when I'm stealing food out of the kitchen at 3:00 in the morning. Okay, well, maybe you're right. Maybe that's too much activity for me. What about bowling? Oh
no, I think bowling is such a stupid sport.
It is a little bit stupid. I guess it's like playing yo-yo with friends.
I mean, kind of. I mean, who plays yo-yo with friends?
No one. The yo-yo is like a one-player game. You don't really hang out with friends. Hey guys, you want to get together and do some yo-yo? It doesn't work like that.
Yeah. Do you want to yo-yo with me? Like, what the fuck? You don't. Nobody does that.
Here's another great sport.
Yes?
I know you're gonna like this one. Mm-hmm. Horseshoe. What about the horseshoe?
Horseshoe?
Where you throw the horseshoe around the stick?
What horse? Oh, yeah, with like the pin, and then you throw, and then it has like a.
That would be a sport, right? I mean, that sounds like it.
What? It is a sport, right?
Is it a sport? I don't know if it's like a national sport or not, though.
Is it like
horseshoe?
Actually, it's like just like Velox. It's like you know, it's with the finger.
I'm looking at it now. It's a little bit weird, you know. What kind of game? I guess it's a sport. You know what I'm saying? It's physically active. It's physically active.
How?
It says-
I mean, okay, wait. Okay, I have a question. Okay, for you, Vin, for you.
All right, do it up.
Okay, listen. Do you think, because you're saying like it's active, right? Do you think car racing is a sport?
I think it is. I think car racing is a sport because
Okay.
I mean okay. Well, here's what I think about sports. If it's competitive, if you're competing, if there's different rankings, that's a sport. I mean, am I wrong? I mean, I this is just the way I see it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think so too. Actually, I know people who have done racing, and it's a very, you have to actually train to be, to be like on point, and not only mentally but also to be fast and stuff like that. And you have to be trained physically
and
too.
skills too. You gotta have the skills because
Yeah.
you can't do 200 miles an hour. You can't be Mario Andretti without being Mario Andretti. You know what I mean?
I also am getting that the people that Veloxe who actually rated us is Italian. So I think
Italian.
yeah, I think
Is he really? Ciao, pronto, come stai? Mi chiamo Vincenzo dell'America, sto qui con SaraJazz. Come stai tutte quante? Il panino con la mortadella. Let's see what they say to that. Let's see. We'll find out quick. If they're Italian.
they are Italians. Yeah, they are Italian. Vincenzo
Okay, all from the
dell'America.
Vincenzo dell'America. Ciao, pronto. Sono cugino Vinny.
That's what I'm saying. The only thing I know is vaffanculo.
Vaffanculo. A bocca mamma, la tartaruga del zio. That's a weird one. That's la tartaruga del zio is my uncle's turtle. I don't know what the fuck it means. My
Your
uncle's turtle.
turtle? What?
La
What does it-
tartaruga. How do you say turtle in Portuguese?
Tartaruga.
Tartaruga.
Tartaruga, yeah.
Sarah, we're cool.
Yeah.
We
in
can
Portuguese, it's
talk.
tartaruga, yeah.
Yeah. I could be in Portuguese. I'd be like
Okay, more
tartaruga,
words.
and you'd be like fanculo. You know?
More words.
Okay, more words.
Fridge.
La friggidera.
Frigidaire?
La friggidera. We throw a
Frigidaire.
little bit of that like little Shakira. La friggidera.
They're frigorifico.
Oh, frigorifico. That's another one. It's two different
Frigorifico.
dialects for us.
Frigorifico.
That sounds like that's going to
Yeah.
be my porn name one day. Signore frigorifico. You know what I'm saying? He's
signore.
so cool.
Signor.
Donde está el frigorifico?
Okay, they're asking us to also I mean, we're 20 minutes late, but listen.
Contante del cento napolitano. See, sorry about that. I'm
I'm a little
I
bit
never
late.
get to talk anybody Italian.
I'm a little bit late on the a little bit
A little bit
So
late.
who
That's
are
what I always
we?
get nervous
Vin,
too.
please tell them who we are. Who are you?
Ladies and gentlemen, we are the Rant. We're the hosts of the Rant. It's a brand new show on Twitch. Everybody's super excited about it because it's not the over, thought about stuff. We come on here, we kind of give you the real people behind the stream. I don't know. Honestly, we're talented because we don't like sports. That's where we were pretty much at.
We're talented because we don't like sports. Yes, that's our talent.
Matt Zach is asking me to say shit in Italian. That's merda.
Merda. Yeah, in Portuguese it's merda.
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 Oh, you stepped in merda. I don't know. It just sounds.
Why are you doing it? You all know how to do the right?
The brrr.
The
I got it.
right? The R, right? The R.
Yeah,
right?
I got
so
it.
it's
I got it.
merda.
Merda.
Why are you doing it so weird? Merda.
Merda.
Yes.
Good for me, dude, learning shit in another language. Good for me.
You want to know it in German? You want to know it in German?
Okay, what is it? What is it in German?
Scheiße.
Oh, German always has more power. Scheiße.
Yeah. Scheiße.
Scheiße.
Wait. We can
Pull
wait.
scheiß.
I can make it
No, I
even
don't
more
know.
epic. Are you ready? Are you ready for this?
Yeah, do it. I'm doing it. Porco cane.
Scheiße.
Porco cane. Whoa, let me try. Scheiße.
Yeah.
Sounds like we're about to give a speech or something.
Yeah, it's like
Look at this. We got people in chat. They're saying shobawebs. What the hell's a bawebs? I never heard. What the fuck is a bawebs? What is that shit? Is it on sale for Black Friday? Bawebs.
Bawobs.
Donde está el bawebs? these
are
people
you
come up with this
drinking?
shit? Look, I'm drinking vodka, straight vodka.
Oh,
like straight.
nice.
No, I'm just kidding. I'm drinking water. I never
Why-
drank in my entire life. I've only been drunk once in my life.
Oh, tell us about that story.
It's a bad story, man. My friend came by, super skinny. You know how like in high school you either have people that are like me, like a Volkswagen, or people like my friend who looked like a fucking Vespa. He comes over my house and he says to me, Vinny, he said, why don't we hang out? We're about 16, 17 years old. He said, why don't we hang out and we drink beer? I said, who the fuck drinks beer anymore, you know? I said, tell you what, because I was always a stoner. I said, tell you what, bub, I'll smoke, you drink, we call it a night. He comes over my house, there's no weed, we decide to drink. I drank I split a 30 pack with him, all right? I've never been so sick in my I was talking to the cat all night, Sarah. I was talking to the cat. I said, bonjour, signor meow meow. And I didn't even know what language that is, by the way. Bonjour, signor meow meow. Is really signor meow meow?
No, it's French. Bonjour.
You know what else is French?
What?
Marmalade. Marmalade.
Marmalade.
Donde está el marmalade?
Oh, hola. Oh, señor meow meow. Oh, bonjour. Bonjour, señor
But it's,
meow meow.
But to go back in your original question,
Yes.
Racing cars I consider a sport.
Yes, me too, because I am somebody who loves racing. I race.
What's the fastest car you ever raced in?
I don't know. I don't know, actually.
That's why I asked you. I have no idea.
Oh. Did you think you actually, didn't you say you actually drove a car that was like 1,000 horsepower or something?
Yes, I did. I did. I was too fat and too tall to fit in there.
Ah, nice.
And that's the reason why we didn't come home with it. It was a 2016 Stingray Chevy Corvette, and it was supercharged, and it had 1,000 horsepower. It's the fastest thing I've ever driven in my life. But it was so fast that it was almost kind of ridiculous to go for a test drive because the dealership, there's no way to drive the car normal. That's what I'm trying to say. So you don't just pull out and you're like, you have to pull out and you have to drive it like Fast and Furious. You know what I mean? You have to do that.
That's what he
That's
said.
why you're buying that. That's what she said too.
No.
Both of them at the same time were like, that's what we said.
Let's do it. 3, 2, 1. No? That's what we said, I mean.
Oh, we have to,
that's-
at the same time, we have to say
okay.
that's what we said?
Yeah.
Okay, let's try it.
3, 2, 1. That's what we said.
That's what we said.
Oh my god, you're just
What?
what
is everybody-
late. Always late.
I'm not late. I'm never late. Look, you know what I always say? It's better to be late than to have child support. But I just recently started saying that, so. At which point do you think that a car has too much horsepower? If you can't drive the fucking car on a
Yes.
regular street, that's
Yes.
too much power. You've
Yes.
gone too far.
I mean,
I've had a friend of mine that had a car like that. It was dangerous.
I mean, I live in the land of, unlimited,
You're so lucky.
thing, unlimited
Is there roads?
streets.
So you have the Autobahn, right?
Yes.
So is there streets that like you come off the Autobahn and it's like 30 miles? You're like, holy shit, and you're already going like 180. You know what I mean? Is it weird to go from one road back to the Autobahn?
Not really. Not really. It's not really weird.
Because I
you
would
have,
always
like-
forget.
No, you obviously have like signs everywhere, right? Where it's like, oh, this is the limit. You have in Germany also have like limits. Obviously, you don't drive fucking 200 miles per hour like outside a house. You don't do that. Like, what the fuck?
You see a lot of people like speeding on the Autobahn though, like a lot of people, right?
It's not. It's okay. Me as a person who likes to speed, it's not as easy.
Right.
Because there are so many people on the Autobahn that it's not as easy to go fast. Unfortunately, I wish, because
Interesting.
there's always some asshole who drives like only 160, right? Who's like, oh, I gotta drive on the left side, and you're like on the left side, and you're like 250, and you're like, fucking get up!
I hate people like
you
that.
know, I hate people like, just go away, dude. This is
they're-
fucking the
and they're
fast
also
lane.
You ever get the assholes that cut you off as if they're in a rush to go somewhere and then they go slow and you're like, bro,
Yes.
why
Oh
don't you
my
just keep
God.
fucking going, you know? It's
Right?
unbelievable. It's unbelievable. I think that, I think we need speed limits in the United States because people will just lose their fucking mind. People already drive like 20, 30 miles per hour faster than they should. I think that giving them no speed limits here in America, I think you'd have car accidents everywhere.
Yes. I mean, you have car accidents, I guess.
Sunday drivers. Please rant about indicators. What's indicators?
Oh, no. Indicators. Dude, it's like people, you don't know what indicators are?
No, what's indicators?
You are one of them. You're a part of the problem. You're part of the problem. You don't know what indicators are?
No, never heard of it, man.
What
never
do
heard
you
of it.
do? What do you do when you like have to turn?
A
Like
blinker.
turn signals.
The turn signal. Yeah,
Yes.
okay. So that's what's called an indicator?
Yeah, or blinkers, whatever. But do you
Oh,
use
we
them?
call it blinkers.
Okay,
we call
whatever.
it. Yeah, hell yeah, you have to use them.
But what
you
if,
gotta use them.
okay, how do you feel about people who don't use them?
Oh fuck! It's a car accident waiting to happen. Car accident. No, in America, you get a ticket, man. You will get pulled over and get a very expensive ticket for not using your indicators.
Really?
Yeah, swear to God, man. 100%.
So I sometimes think those people think that, it's more expensive to buy it with indicators or blinkers,
Right.
Yeah.
Wait, they sell cars without them?
Well, apparently they do because there's people who don't use them.
I thought you meant like a serious. I thought you can save $40 and get rid of the fucking indicator. I'm like, all right, I ever see people use their hands when they're turning?
Yes.
I'm like, bro, what are you doing? I thought you were fucking waving at me. I didn't think you were turning. You know what I'm saying? When's the last time you see somebody? I do this. I'm one of these people that while I'm driving, I go like this. You ever go like this with the air out the window?
Yes.
And just let the wind take your hand? So what if somebody thinks I'm turning? What if somebody thinks I'm doing a wheelie or something? Yeah. You know what I mean?
I'm gonna do a wheelie.
I'm gonna do a wheelie. So do you know how to ride motorcycles, SaraJazz? Never mess with a bike?
I wish I could, but I know I would kill myself.
I've always wondered the same thing time and time again. I like dirt bikes. I like ATVs and going exploring in the desert and stuff like that. But
that sounds
no,
like
I never rode a motorcycle. Very dangerous. I know a lot of people that crash in those fucking things, and I played way too much Grand Theft Auto for me to be safe on one of those.
Yeah. I would kill
what does
myself.
It say? Bro, say porco dio. Oh, porco dio. That's something that my dad would say. Like if you walked in the room and I broke a hole in the wall, he'd be like, porco dio.
Porco dio.
Or porco miseria.
They love you.
Porco
They love
miseria.
you. They want you to say more Italian stuff. Tell them everything in Italian.
Tell them everything completely. Wait, am I allowed to just like tell them anything because nobody knows what I'm saying?
Just tell them.
Where do I even start? Where do I start?
I don't know. Tell them your life story.
It's too long. It's too long. There's not enough time for those kind of things. I'll tell you what, I've been in 6 wrecks on a motorcycle and I still get back up and ride, says Delta Wolf. Holy fuck, man. I don't know. One time for me and I'd be too scared to ride again. I'd be like, nope. I'm good, man. Have you ever been in a car accident before? Knock on wood.
Car accident? No. I have been. Actually, a truck drove into me. But that's the only.
What?
Yeah. And my sister once, so my dad was driving in front, and my sister was behind us with her car, and there was an intersection, and my dad had to stop the car, and she just
right
kissed us on the butt.
Is that what they call it out there? They kissed you on the butt.
They kissed us.
A little. In the insurance, we have to call the insurance because they kissed us too hard on the butt. You know what I mean?
Nothing happened. It was funny.
Dude, around here, it's weird. You ever see YouTube videos? People get into car accidents. They get out and they're ready to fight like it's Mortal Kombat or something. You know what I mean?
Oh my god, we should watch a fucking Russian road rage.
Road rage? Are we allowed to watch that? Let's see.
I think so, but let's watch it on Watch Together. Do we have a Watch Together?
Okay, let's do it. Shoot me a.
Watch Together. Wait.
Do they still have that?
I'll have a little room for
Watch
us.
videos together. There we go. Okay, you're gonna create the room? Awesome.
Yeah, I'm gonna create it here.
Then just
there's
shoot me a
pandas.
link.
There's pandas now. But wait, let's see. Russian road rage. because those are
Anytime I type anything and it starts with Russian, shit gets really crazy.
yeah, it's just so good. I don't want the fights though, but only in Russia. Crazy
Yeah, let's see.
drivers car chases. Well, that's what. Okay, wait. Let's see. That's super long though. Let me see something that is not as long. Best of Russian driving fails 2018. Yeah, that sounds good.
All right. Let's see what.
Here, I'll share it with you.
Boom.
I'll share it with you. There you go. There
Thank
you go.
Thank you so much for sharing it with me.
Yeah, I shared it with you.
I'm
Okay.
joining the room. I'm now
Yes.
sharing with you as we
Yeah.
speak.
Yeah.
Oh, Matt Zach just dropped a sub with his Twitch Prime for 15 months, man. 15 months. You're freaking
Twitch
awesome.
Prime,
Thank you so
yeah.
much. Yeah, the Twitch Prime, baby.
Yeah.
That's a pretty serious sub, the Twitch Prime, from what I understand.
It is because
They're only-
you're using that one freebie. You
That
know,
one
that you
freebie,
can,
yeah.
Yeah, that you can
And you
only
can give-
use once. You know.
Could have used it on anybody else, but he gave it. Okay, cool. I mean, thank you so much. Thank you so much, Matt Zach. All right. I got this best of Russian driving fails. Are you in control of this?
We are both in control of this. We can both start and
Oh,
stop it.
God.
See?
Okay, let's go. Let's go see what happens.
Oh. Yep.
Oh my God.
Yep. That's great. Oh, what the?
I don't think I have any audio. Hold on a second here.
Wait, you don't have any audio?
Any audio for the video? Give me 1 second. Let me see if I can. Okay, go ahead. Try it now.
Okay. You can also start it. You can also start it.
Oh, okay. Here we go.
Зад, давай, Слав, зад! Зад! Ой. Мама
These
мия,
are,
Слава, взад как-то давай. Отъезжай от него, он может
I
взорвать.
feel like this happens in other countries too. Oh.
What?
That's what I'm saying! Fucking blinkers, dude! Fucking blinkers, I'm telling you!
No indicators on that one
This
right
is
there.
the worst. No indicator.
Shit.
Hate it so much.
What the fuck? Why are we laughing? It's not funny.
I don't know, it kind of is. Oh!
Oh no,
Oh, well,
no,
okay.
no,
Well, oh.
no,
Well,
no. We're okay. We're okay.
We're okay.
We're still. We can
fine.
still go home.
We're
Oh
fine.
God,
We
it's
can
still
still
going.
go
It's still
home.
fucking going, dude. It's no, we're not.
Yep.
We're staying. We're waiting for the cops to get
Yeah,
there.
it's...
There's no way. Is there audio to this?
No, I don't think so.
Oh,
At
okay.
least
I thought I broke it.
doesn't seem so. No, you didn't break it. Oh, what the
Oh,
okay,
that
this
sounds
person
good.
was-
That microphone sounds good.
This person was either sleeping or they were drunk. See, indicators! No indicators! No indicators! These
Oh,
people
I
and
think
their
he-
indicators!
What's up? Wait until dawn. I think he indicated that he wanted to go to the left. Oh, yep. That's too much. It's too much. He went too far.
There.
He went too
No
far.
indicators!
No, that's La Faccia de Stucats right there. It's La Faccia de
That's la
Stucats.
faccia to Stucats.
Faccia de
It's a
Stucats.
faccia to Stucats.
Look at this. Look at this. Come on. Oh, the car's so tiny.
Oh my.
What is that? A pillow?
Yes, they put pillows in cars. Oh my, it's red, you asshole! It's red! Yeah, it's
No,
red!
no. It's
Okay.
never gonna buff out.
Okay,
It's never gonna buff out.
I'm gonna rage too much if we watch more of this. I'm gonna rage too
Okay,
much.
so we're
Yeah.
getting away from this. Let's go away from this
Yeah,
then. Hold
let's-
on. Let me click on this.
I'm just gonna rage. No. Oh, yeah. You know what we wanted to rant about?
What do we want to rant about? Let's rant away.
We wanted to rant about overly correct political correctness.
Yes. You know, that shit comes to mind, man. You know
Yes.
why I'm thinking about it and why I brought it up?
Tell
There
me.
was like the Golden Awards or something. Did you hear about this recently? Some guy went on there and pretty much roasted and trolled the entire Hollywood audience.
Ooh.
There's some guy, Ricky something. He went up there and he told a bunch of jokes and it completely not politically correct. And people were getting a little bit, you know, oh my,
on the
Tom
Oscars
Hanks
or
was.
something, or
Yes,
what it was?
yes, one of those shows.
Mhm.
And it got me thinking, you know, I'm like, this shit has gone way too far, to be honest with you. Like, Ricky Jarvis or whatever his name is. So
Yeah.
This is Twitch versions of Peter Griffin's Grind My Gears. That's a great compliment right there. So anyway, it got me thinking, like there is a lot of shit in 2020, and I think we've gone too far, quite frankly. I think we've become too politically correct. We've gone to a point where, dude, everything you fucking say immediately offends somebody. Like, somebody's offended, we got to be careful. We don't want to hurt their feelings. We don't want them to lose sleep. We don't want it to smell. I don't understand. I think we've gone too far. That was my idea about the rant.
It's true, yeah.
I think honestly, go ahead, Sarah.
No, say.
Well, I was just gonna say Shakamo Finane. I do that every once in a while. I just say that.
Shakamo Finane. That's also what I wanted to say. Jinx.
Really?
Yeah.
That's so man.
Weird, man.
That's what color are you thinking about right now?
So
Magenta, purple, silk.
Yeah. Oh.
Green,
Again.
yellow.
Oh, yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. Oh my God,
Jinx.
We are the same person.
We are the same person. It's like an algorithm, like a computer generated.
It's really weird. Yeah, and then we finish each other's.
Huh?
Exactly.
See, nobody saw that. Anyway.
Yeah. No.
Anyway,
yeah.
here's what I was thinking. There is a couple of times where like people go a little bit too far. Like if I was to say to somebody like, oh hey, your earrings don't look right. Someone's oh shit, he's earring shaming. You know what I mean? Yeah. Stuff like that. I think it goes a little bit too far. Like what happened? Something happened.
He's earring shaming. Just laughing about that. I'm sorry.
I bet you if I go on Twitter and I shame somebody's somebody's earrings, they'll hashtag that's fucked up and you earring shamed.
Yeah, we should probably do that. Let's shame something on Twitter.
And see if it trends?
Yes. Let's do it right now.
Oh man. What
Let's do it right
I'm,
now.
I'm firing up my
what
Twitter.
What are we doing? What are
we doing?
Yeah, what are we
What's something that everybody would defend but not get too offended about?
Yeah, something not crazy,
Delta Wolf says, for fucking real, I can't even talk about shit without someone getting so fucking offended without them shoving their head back in their ass.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
So, what the hell is this? I open it up and it says, I smell it. Oh, do you smell it? Godfrey Meyer is a good guy, but do you smell it? But, what if we shame people that wear glasses? That might be too serious, though.
Yeah, that's a bit.
I pictured little nearsighted Timmy getting offended.
I'm gonna shame I hate people who. Right?
I hate people who. Okay,
and now
me too.
you gotta do something. I gotta do something different, right? So
I hate people who like crushed ice.
Oh, yes.
There you go.
Yes.
There you go.
Post that.
Crushed.
Okay. What should mine be? I hate people who
crushed ice, and then I'll put hashtag fight me.
Yes.
Okay. All right. I'm doing it right now. And who knows? Maybe by the time this show is done, somebody will be offended. Somebody might be offended by this. Oh, what the fuck are you trying to say? That all ice isn't created equal? Like, well, some of it isn't.
Yeah.
Some of it's crushed. Some of it's cube.
Oh, I hate people who like crunchy peanut butter. Crunchy peanut butter. And what did you say at the end? Don't at me or something?
Sorry, Matt Zach was twisting something on my stream. I hate people who like crushed ice, and then it says hashtag fight me.
Fight me. But like feet to
Prove me wrong.
Right? Feet to me, right?
No, if you put feet me, you're gonna get a lot of people sliding into your DM.
Like fight me, like FITE or
FIGHT. I tried to write it. I wrote foot one time.
You actually did fight me. Okay.
I made a mistake about that one time. I put foot, and I got all these weird fucking pictures. I was like, what is this shit?
Well, I just treated. I hate people who like crunchy peanut butter.
Oh, see now you're gonna offend the shit out of somebody with that.
People are gonna be offended. Yeah.
I'm a little bit offended. You don't like crunchy peanut butter?
No, I do actually.
Oh. I see. Fingers. I see.
Fingers.
Unbelievable, man. I see.
I see.
No, but let's be honest here for a second. People are fucking easily offended these days.
Yes.
Like super easy. Like what's something that comes to your mind? Like what the hell? Have you ever done anything that offends people and you're like, what the fuck's your problem?
Yes. Yes. I actually. Okay. This might get into serious business, right? But I have an FAQ on my stream. Like if you type in !FAQ, it gets like a little trolley response, like from questions that people ask, like how old are you? 69 years old. How tall are you? I'm 4'20", right? And then like things like what is it like? What do your boobs feel like? And then it's like made out of gummy bears and feel like mozzarella.
What?
Somebody actually
Gummy
said,
bears?
I bet your boobs feel like mozzarella.
All right.
I'm not even kidding you, right?
It's a fair assessment. Some of them do, so it's a fair assessment.
And there's a lot of people coming to my stream and they're like, are you a man? Or like, are you a girl or a man? And I'm like, I was,
both.
right? I transitioned, right? And somebody
I'm here now. Here we go,
And somebody actually got offended by that, by the last thing. By me saying that I was a man before because they are, transgender, and that I was making fun of transgender, which isn't even the case, right? Like I'm not even making fun of transgender people by saying
Somebody just posted this in my chat. I guess it's your FAQ.
Yes.
And it says age 69 but still going strong, height 420, single, yes, married 7 times. Holy shit. Bob's real or fake, made out of gummy bears and feeling mozzarella. What language do you moan in? Swahili? Is that Swahili? Is that Swahili? The fuck? Vegan, yes, but I love meat. Why do you wear chokers? Because tomorrow my cat died? What the fuck? Okay. Why do you speak English? Because I love Justin Bieber. That's my favorite one. That's definitely my favorite one. Because you love Justin Bieber, he inspired you enough that you wanted to wanted to learn English. So. No, but you're right. Look, people get offended all the time. To the point, and I hear what you're saying. There was a time when you could actually joke around about something, and that was literally what comedy was. Comedy was literally talking about one specific type of person or, a specific story or whatever it might be. And nowadays, it's like, some comedians even have to hide from their past because, like, they said some shit in the past and it's bad. I don't know, man. Why are people such pansy asses these days? What's going on with that?
I don't know. I would like to know why, but I literally don't know why people are so offended over anything. It must be something to do with, the society, but like literally it has to do something with that. But I don't, maybe because we're all kind of snowflakes and everybody is brought up as like you are something special, and then anything that goes against anything, people feel entitled to defend that, even if they're not even
I want to go back. I want to go back to the days when somebody could tell a dirty joke and then you're like, whatever, that guy is just he's perverted, it's whatever.
Yeah.
It's just a joke. It's just a joke. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I was to walk into like Walmart and start dropping dirty jokes, like I'm probably gonna get arrested and ruin like my life. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna probably be considered a crime. Someone's gonna be highly offended. It's probably gonna go down as like sexual harassment or something. These are very touchy times. Like, don't get me wrong.
Touchy times,
There are victims out there, and I'm glad that we've noticed that and that's being taken care of. But then there's a lot of time where people just jump on board to white knight themselves. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's a little bit ridiculous. I mean, I don't understand. Like, society has accepted half-naked people on TV, but we can't say certain things because I don't get it. I don't get it, man. Times were different back then.
It's for both sides, though. Like, it goes both ways. It goes glorifying something that people like or that is considered good, or glorifying a person that people like, and at the same time, it's just going against anything a person or something that you don't like does. You know, it's like
Right.
I actually talked about this a few streams ago where we talked about Trainwrecks. So Trainwrecks, I don't know if you know him. He's a
Yeah, the guy that looks angry a lot. He looks angry to me, that guy. He does.
So he's
I don't know these people. It's so weird. Somebody asks me about a streamer, and then I'll be like, I don't know, the guy with the big ear, and it's like, oh, I'm like, I don't know. You know, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? What am I supposed to do? Yeah, the angry guy. Go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah. So so Trainwrecks is, you know, he talks about just chatting streamers, especially, you know, girls on just chatting, you know,
Right.
and stuff like that. And he, you know, everybody knows I don't really like him, and we watched a video that went against him completely, and then anything he did was like bad. And that's basically where it goes to the other side, where it's like where it also leads to cancel culture.
And he's famous, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
He has like over 10K viewers on Twitch, I think.
Oh,
yeah,
dude.
He's one of the big guys.
Wow.
And he anything that he does, people that hate him, it's bad, right? Like anything. Like that video that I was talking about or that I was watching was somebody criticizing him for streaming on Twitch and asking for subs, and I was like, that's not a thing. Like, why do you hate that, you know?
Is this him? I sent you a link afterwards. Take a look at that. Is that him in the corner?
Yes, that's him. Yeah, in the corner.
Oh
yeah.
my god, dude.
Yeah.
Who's the action figure?
That's I think Canute. Yeah,
He-Man.
That's Canute. Yeah. That's
Oh, I thought that was He-Man.
No, He-Man.
What the fuck? Look at that guy, dude. What the fuck?
Should we open it and look at it?
Are we allowed to? Are we allowed to look at that? A man with no shirt on? Is that okay?
I think so. Wait.
Now I'm all worried. See what you did, Twitch? Now we're all worried. We don't know.
Yeah, we're just all worried about this.
Oh, I'm listening to it right now. Let's see.
Wait.
What the? No, it's okay. He's just flexing his muscles.
Yeah.
I'm assuming.
Insane.
I'm assuming if the angry guy has him on with 30,000. Let's take a look at this.
That's crazy.
Let's take a look at this real quick. All right, let's go. Oh
Look
my
at those
god.
arms, dude. Those arms are so perfectly sculpted.
Oh my
Look at
god,
the
dude.
back,
He's like
dude.
an
That's
action
a silver
figure.
back right there, dude. That's
Dude.
part. Oh my god,
Dude, his back is like
His
a
fucking back, dude.
Oh my god. Yo, that guy can help you move. That guy
Oh,
can help
yes.
you move.
Oh yes, he can.
Oh my god. That's insane. That's
His
insane.
back, dude. His back.
Doesn't make do you find that attractive? Is that something that girls still find attractive? Like that you know what I'm saying? Not him specifically. I mean in general.
I think so. I think
Tam says no.
I think some
says no.
girls, some girls like muscles, but I don't know. I think most girls don't like too much muscle. I think.
See, that's why I do. That's why I do shit differently. I had muscles when I was like 19, 21. Now I have like a big belly. It's different. I'm doing something different now. You know.
Like what? Eating more or?
No, it's fun. Like any girl knows about muscles, but if you can like slap her out of the way with your stomach, like that shit's fucking awesome.
Yeah, because every girl wants to be slapped out of the way.
Hey man, it's a new fetish. It's belly. They call it
it's
belly.
a kink. It's a kink. It's
No, I tell people I'm not fat. This is just a gas tank for my sex machine.
a gas tank.
Yeah, my gas tank. That's where I store my gas. Not that kind. God damn it. You know what? No.
Yes.
Not that.
Yes.
I'm talking about benzene.
No, you're talking about gas. You're done.
Jesus Christ.
That's the type of gas you have.
Well, now that you guys, in case you guys were mistaken, now you know exactly what we mean.
Benzina.
Okay, so this guy's got a thank you for this guy. I don't understand. What are we watching? So this guy just flexes, and his friend is like, "Yo, bro, nice back." Is that what the stream's
that's
about?
Canute.
Or
You don't know Canute? Oh my god, I feel like
I know that I know them
gotta-
by face. Look, I got to be honest with you. It's not offensive to anybody because I'm sure Canute probably doesn't like my stream, but I've never watched it, and ever since I watched, I watched a little bit of it. Like I've seen him around the internet. The guy is obviously somewhat famous. It's not for me. It's not for me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
But
okay.
it's not saying nothing. It's just that that's why I don't know who they are. I'm like,
Yeah,
oh, that guy
Yeah.
again.
That's that
But this
guy.
This guy can help you change your tire in your car without a jack.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
he's
saying?
just gonna lift it, you know.
Canuck, come over here. You know, lift Volkswagen. Canuck lift. Oh,
lift.
Canuck lift. You know what I'm saying? Canuck, can you fix the side of that building? Canuck fix building. You know? He's like a He-Man. That's fucking. I'm so jealous, man. Look at that guy. Holy shit.
You are? But wait. You just told everybody that it's better to have a belly.
That's because
and
I
now
have
you're
that.
saying
That's because
now you're
My
saying you're
mom-
jealous?
Sarah, my mom always taught me to be grateful for things that we already have, so we don't look like we want anything.
True.
It's
Yeah.
Canut. I don't know. I can't even
Canut.
pronounce. Oh,
Canut.
cornuto.
Canut.
Cornuto. Cornuto.
Oh, cornudo.
Oh, the cornuto. So that's
cornudo.
that's
It's a
cornuto. In case anybody asks, that's cornuto. We know that that's
a
cornuto, right?
That's a cornudo.
Like, I don't even. I've heard my father say it a lot. He's like, sto cornuto, sto cornuto. So that's cornuto. Kunats, whatever his name is. So, can we look at a couple of these things and see if they're all politically correct, or you think we'll get offended watching any of these live
No.
stream fails?
No. I think we're gonna be fine. I think we're.
What
gonna
are you
be
seeing
fine.
on here? I'm so worried I'm going to scroll past somebody's butthole or something, you know?
No, we're gonna be fine. Listen, there's like
So Trainwreck TV is angry guy with
Yeah.
Cornuto, right?
Yeah.
All right.
Cornuto.
Okay. I'm learning, Sarah. I'm learning.
Yeah. Then we have what else do we have? Raises over 50K. Drippy Rex does epic Fortnite dance. Should we? Oh my god. Let's look at it. Let's look at the epic
Okay, where
Fortnite
is it?
dance. Floss. Wait.
I'm looking for the. Unless you want to send it to me, I can open it.
I'm
real quick.
gonna send it. Here.
Cornudo. Yeah, it's definitely Cornudo. You can tell.
Yeah, cornuto. It's like it's the same in
It's-
Portuguese, by the way. Just like in Italian, cornuto is somebody who gets cheated on. Cornuto
Oh.
or cornuto.
Well, it just happens. It happens.
Yeah.
It happens to sound alike, I guess. You know. Okay, so here I'm clicking on this one right here.
Yeah. So-
And Drippy Rex TV does epic Fortnite floss. Should we check it out? All right, here we go.
You got it.
Loosen your hips, Train. Loosen your hips.
What the fuck is this?
That's it. Yeah, it's all up. Yeah, oh, there it was.
It's horrible.
baby.
He's trying to floss.
Get those arms. Yep, rock around.
Dude, you gotta have some rhythm.
This is horrible. Listen.
This is really bad.
I don't know. I really don't know.
What's
but it's
what's his donations at? Does that say $17,000 donated?
Yeah.
We're not doing the right
Oh my god,
dance.
wait. Did you see that Twitter post of that girl who sent nudes for $10? Yeah.
Yes, for Australia.
Yeah, for Australia.
That's a great idea.
That was so amazing.
That's a good idea, man. That just goes to show you that there's a market out there. You know what I
I
mean?
actually thought about donating $10, but then she said she gets so many DMs that it was like, oh, she probably is not gonna send me any nudes because she gets so many DMs already.
Right. I DM'd her, but she got mad because I'm charging $80 for my nudes.
Oh.
And she was like, "Nah, I'm good." I'm like, "All right, fine. It's all good.
That makes sense.
It's all good. I'll put it away. What's this one over here? Oh no. It's a guy in a towel. Do you see this? What is this?
Wait. Let me. Oh no. Guy in a towel.
This can-
Beneath
Yeah, that one looks kind of-
Canute.
Oh, let me take a look. Is it underneath Cornuto? Let me see.
Cornute.
Cornute. No. Wait a minute. Was that?
I
It's
can't
gotta
even
be-
find it. Can't even find it.
I'm trying to find ones that stick out. To be honest, it's like the same 5 people over and over. Coke Addict does this shoey. What the hell is that?
I have no idea.
It's got
Cringe
the
Planet
angry
is
guy.
Back. Okay, what is Cringe Planet? Wait, I'm gonna
It's
send
got the angry guy.
Wait, I'm gonna send you a link.
All right.
We gotta watch this.
All right, I'm clicking on it right now. Here we go. Cringe Planet is back. Let's see.
Okay, where is it? Now I opened fucking Photoshop.
It's a baby. This is Mama's fur baby. This is my
What the
fur
fuck
baby.
are we watching right now?
Oh my god, yeah, you only have to talk that way.
He's the baby.
My
This
baby.
is Mama's little fur baby.
My baby.
Mama's
He
little
likes
fur
to wear
baby.
little hats.
Mama's
And
little
we take
fur burger.
Christmas stuff, don't we, dear? Yeah, he don't like the hats.
He wears
so,
little
He don't like
hats.
the hats, but he looks so cute.
This is
He's
unbelievable.
gonna be an Instagram superstar.
But you know what though? You know what? Like
Biscuits
somebody
and
could watch this and be like, "Fuck this! This is stupid." But like, I just watched the whole thing because I thought it was entertaining. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like, so it's great. It's great. Everything. Yeah. So the angry guy has his own show called the Trainwreck TV. I guess right.
Mhm.
Oh, all right. I'm starting to see. So far, we know who Cornute is, and
Granute.
and what's his name? Paj Ratel, right?
Yeah, Raj Patel.
The Paj
Yeah.
Ratel.
What do
That
you
sounds
think
like
about?
expensive clothes.
What do you think about the streamer who kissed her friend when she hit 200K for Australia? There was a lesbian mad about it, but then two guys kissed at 250K and she wasn't mad and deleted the tweets. Trainwreck said he approves because it's charity. What? I'm so confused, Bazzy. So somebody got
let me
offended.
try. Let me try real quick. Oh my God, did we just lose SaraJazz? I think we lost.
How did? What is happening? What is happening? What is happening? What? I'm so. Hello, guys. Please. What is happening? Hello. So, okay. Well. I can't knock, so I'm gonna do this. Don't worry. Oh, I can knock now. That's so weird. Why did that happen?
Are you back?
I don't know what happened. What happened?
I don't know. It was weird. All of a sudden, you just poop. You disappeared.
I don't know what happened.
But you're back though.
Yeah, it just
So what
stopped.
were they saying? Angry lesbians and stuff, and two dudes. What happened? I was trying to read that comment.
So, yeah. So I think what the point was that for 200K for charity, two girls kissed who were probably straight.
All right. Okay.
So
oh no,
a lesbian probably got offended at that because two girls kissed.
How?
Probably. That's what I'm getting.
Yeah. Right.
That's what I'm getting. I don't know.
You know what's? I can see that being possible. I mean, there's a lot of people get offended. I mean, imagine somebody got offended for that. You're not allowed to do that. Only we are.
Yeah, people got offended at. I think it was it? Who was it? There was a pop star. Was it Taylor Swift? Who did like a song that was an homage for the LGBTQ community. And then everybody was like, "Oh, I'm offended because she's only doing this for money and for the clout and stuff like that." And
oh God, dude, be happy she's doing it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, right. So I don't know.
That's too picky though. That's too picky shit. Because if that's the case, then that's gonna be excluding people. You know what I'm saying? If you say, "I don't want so and so," singing at this event because they're straight and that this is LGBTQ or whatever, they're gonna say. That's like almost like kind of like Sarah, I don't know. I think it's going to cause more problems. You know what I'm saying? Who cares? Don't be offended. They're an artist and they're singing and they sing to anybody. You know what I'm saying?
And they're
doesn't
doing
matter
something
who you are.
That is getting attention for the cause that they whatever it is, right? It's like getting attention for the LGBTQ community, right?
Okay. This is what they're saying. They're saying someone did a charity stream for his something 200,000. She kissed her girlfriend. That Looksy Games said she was making fun of lesbians, but then at 250,000, two guys kissed for much longer, and nobody was mad. Here's the thing, though: are you even allowed to kiss on stream?
Yeah, you are.
Like 90210.
Yeah, I don't think that's allowed, but like just kissing, I think
like
is
a little wee.
Like a,
yeah. Oh God, no. Like
That's
you're
not-
eating a fucking mango in the dark.
I mean,
It's a mango, But I think that necessarily it wouldn't surprise me if somebody was offended. It wouldn't surprise me at all because I seriously believe that there's somebody out there literally waiting to be offended at any drop of a dime. You know what I'm saying? I see this shit on my Facebook all the fucking time. Like there's people that literally wait for somebody else to post or comment, and then they're like, "Oh, you go in there and prove a point." They had to go in there and make themselves look smart. It's Unbelievable, it really is. Eminem got a huge backlash due to his critic of Trump. So yes, opinions give backlashes. Everybody's gonna be upset about that shit. Here in America, you can't go on Facebook without somebody Donald Trump.
Yeah.
And you don't even have a chance to like him or not like him. It's there, and you just keep seeing it.
Yeah.
It's really interesting.
Same thing, by the way, with Donald Trump. Anything he does is the people who don't like him gets hate, and anything he does, the people who like him gets love. Like, there's no in between, and that's also what I always say. Like, if you, which right now is just it. Right now, everything is either black or white. Nothing is really in between. Like, a person that people don't like, anything they do is bad. Like, I remember James Charles, for example. He's a makeup artist, and he got a lot of hate, and he was one of the channels who got the most unsubscribes or unsubs in a short period of time, because there was like a little drama thing between him and another makeup guru thingy, whatever. But he got so much hate that when he adopted a dog and made a video about it, like any other YouTuber, right? He got so much hate because of adopting the dog. They were like, "Oh, you're just doing it for clout. Oh, he's not he's not even from a breeder," and stuff like that.
Who the fuck cares? You know what I'm saying?
And that's what I'm saying. Like, anything that a person does that is hated, anything is immediately like frowned upon and looked down on, and it's so annoying. It's so annoying.
What do you think makes a person a hater? Like, what necessarily makes because now I'm saying not their actions. What makes a person a hater? Like, what kind of person can look at somebody's shit and just start hating on it? You know what I'm saying? Like, I wonder if it's because they're jealous, or they feel that they don't have, or because it's weird. Like, there's a lot of fucking haters out there. I mean, like, I'm sure you've dealt with your own, you know?
Yeah.
It's kind of weird. It's like people that are haters get triggered like immediately. You know what I'm saying? As soon as they see something, they're like, "Oh, well, did you see what Sarah's up to?" And "Oh, Sarah, whatever, Sarah." And you're like, "Oh my God," you know what I'm saying? You're like, what the fuck is the matter with you? You know, like, did you never get a Christmas gift or something? What's the problem? You know? I think it's weird, man.
I don't know. I think there's also the word haters is used way too quickly. Like, as soon as you maybe give constructive criticism, then, or like want to do something good with your constructive criticism, you're immediately a hater. So that I think there's a line between somebody who criticizes, with sense, with common sense, and somebody who is actually hates you, who is like, "Oh my God, I hate this person. They're so awful, and anything they do, like,
man.
What they breathe, fuck them,"
Or you post something like, "Been working really hard on my sandcastle." They're like, "Oh, whatever, dude. Sand's not fun anyway. Nobody plays with sand anymore."
Yeah.
And you're like, "Shut the fuck up,
you don't even work
bro.
hard. What are you talking about?"
I got one of these. I got one of these guys on my my Facebook. No matter what I post, within minutes, this dude immediately shows up, and he'll say the opposite, or he'll hate on it or something, and he'll always find some kind of way to do so.
I have somebody like that too. I have somebody on Facebook. Every time I post or advertise a YouTube video on Facebook, I immediately after posting it on Facebook, I have a dislike. Any video, like, immediately.
That's fucked up. That's messed up.
And I don't even know who it is.
That's weird.
Because the person never anybody comments or anything on Facebook, like, who is like, "Oh, I hate this," but it's like somebody who follows me, like, persistently.
Right? Go away. Go away.
And
then
they always dislike my videos.
Need you.
Like,
I got a picture. I got a picture on Facebook that I've had up 10 years on there. And every year, you know how Facebook now tells you this is what you did yesterday, and it tells you every year. Okay, so it comes up, and it was a stupid picture. It was dumb, dude. It was somebody's balls in the shape of a heart for Valentine's Day, Every fucking Valentine's Day, somebody reports it and gets me put in Facebook jail for Valentine's weekend. Like, every time.
Oh, no.
Dude, so I went on there, and I made a little stream directly to Facebook one day before streaming on here. And I was like, look, if you don't like me and you wait every year to hate on me like this, why don't you just go away? Go somewhere else with this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't get it, man. Over the holidays, around New Year's Eve, I stopped and thought to myself, I said to myself, you know, what do we give a shit about people getting offended for anyway? If someone's going to be highly offended enough that they're not going to come around, look, it's not against the law to offend somebody. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You can't get in trouble for offending somebody.
Yeah.
You know, growing up back in the day, you can't please everybody is what I thought. Not everybody you can make happy, you know?
Yeah.
So what the fuck do we care if somebody's offended?
Yeah, that's true.
I'm sorry, you know?
But they might
It's
make
weird.
it into something else, you know, just like I said with that person who got offended about me saying I was a man before as a joke, right? That person might say or might put it in a way they're like, Sarah, you're transphobic. And I'm like, what? Excuse you?
Makes no sense.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
or like if
I think people... No, I understand.
People are quick to call you a sexist or a racist or a homophobic or a transphobic, whatever. You know, the people are really quick to call all of those things.
It's why people are so you know, tight and shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? No, because
Super tight.
they're always like, they don't know what to say. There's somebody offended. This is the way I look at it. If I'm going to offend somebody, then they obviously don't like me, then you can leave. It's not against the law for me to offend somebody, and it's not against the law for me to like make somebody laugh. Either one. If it works, it doesn't. If it doesn't, see you later. You know what I mean? And I think we hear a lot about that where Kevin Hart, you know that comedian? Kevin Hart? You know, I watched a documentary on Netflix just recently, you know, where his career is doing good, and then somebody brings forth some tweets that he'd made. And I think the tweets were like, if I come home and my son's playing with a dollhouse, I'm a beat the gay out of him or something stupid, you know what I mean? And it wasn't tasteful. It wasn't a good comment, you know what I'm saying? But all of a sudden he was offended and in the cancel culture, I'm like, dude, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? Like, even if he offended somebody, the offended people should not fuck with him no more. You know what I'm saying? That doesn't mean that you're no longer allowed to like Kevin Hart. You know what I'm saying? It's almost like...
Exactly, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like one group gets offended and they've made the decision for the rest of us. Like it doesn't work like that, though. You know what I mean? It does not work like that.
Not only that, the thing is, I've had the example of PewDiePie, for example. PewDiePie is like a very big YouTuber, right? He did stupid stuff. You know, he made.
Why did they
mistakes.
forgive him though? Why did his culture forgive him
he
though
didn't.
for that?
They didn't. That's the thing.
No,
That's
they didn't.
Thing. Like PewDiePie is somebody who always has to deal with people calling him a Nazi and stuff like that, which he isn't. Like,
right.
He isn't. He just did he made stupid decisions and he did stupid stuff. But the thing that you can see in his case, for example, is like he is the prime example of that, where people cannot forgive a person of the public in the public eye. You know, people who are public. If they make one mistake, even if they apologize, even if they redeem themselves, that will always be a thing why people hate that person or why that person should be canceled or like shouldn't be liked anymore because of that one mistake or several mistakes. It doesn't matter. But we always tend to forget or everybody always tends to forget that public people are also humans. Crazy, right?
Yeah.
We all make mistakes, right? You made mistakes. I made mistakes. We all made mistakes. Like, we learn from them.
It's like you can't forget or some shit and move on.
Yeah.
Do you think somebody can say something really stupid and then like 10 years later change?
What do you mean?
Do you think, like, if somebody makes a racist or derogatory, statement, you think that 20 years later that they can change? They can be like, look, I shouldn't have said that. That's not something I should have said. Or do you think that person is just saying that because everybody got offended?
It depends. Yeah, it depends. I think it really depends case to case. I really think it does depend case to case. There's some people where I believe that those things are said due to for shock value. You know?
Yes. Right.
Using the N-word, things like that.
Yep.
Are done a lot for shock value, but those people aren't racist or anything. You know, they don't really think about it because they're stupid, right? They're just stupid or I don't know, immature or whatever you want to call them. But then there's people who actually mean it and grew up in a weird, that doesn't mean anything. That growing up in a racist, or you know, I'm just using racism as an example. You know, it could be anything else.
Older times.
Yeah, it could be whatever else. But growing up doesn't mean that you are that too. You know, at some point you are your own person. But there's some people who I do believe that didn't get better or didn't understand the message. They just do it to save kind of their career, just to save it. So I think it's always case by case. It depends who it is. If you know, if it's somebody who actually meant it in that way,
right,
and who still thinks that way. And some people actually change. You know, some people, especially with racism, I actually had people who I interacted with, and they said some really stupid shit. And I got really mad at them. And I was like at the same table, you know, when they're like saying something stupid. And I talk to them and say, hey, why do you think that person is different? You know, that it's the same.
What makes you better?
Yeah, what makes you better? What makes you superior and stuff like that? And they actually thought, some people actually think about it. And then a few days later, they come back and they're like, you know, you're actually right. And then they actually change their actions and change how they interact and how they talk about these things. So I do believe that you can change and you can learn with time, you know.
Sorry, somebody came in with a trivia while you were saying, got a challenge for streamers. I may follow you. Tell me where Fort something is without using the internet. I don't know. I don't know nothing without using the internet. But you know, I had this problem a couple of weeks ago. This is a real fucking story here, right?
Mm-hmm.
And like, you know, not without dropping any names or whatever, I go outside, and there's a reason why I never stream outside my house. It's because like I have a neighbor that like is low key closet racist, like he is. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it sucks because you'll be out there and he approaches you, and the conversations that this man has or the language that he uses is like top to bottom unacceptable. It's not even offensive. It's like unacceptable. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And like, and I had this problem where I was out there one day and I was trying to record something, you know, and he walks up and he's dropping N-bombs and all. And I'm looking at this. So finally I shut off the camera.
Yeah.
And I'm like, dude, you know, like, why are you doing that? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's like you look so fucking ignorant using those kind of words. You know what I'm saying? And it sucks because for some people, they're just stuck. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you're racist, most likely you're an old son of a bitch who is stuck in your ways. You know what I'm saying? Because it's just, it doesn't make any sense. In the year 2020, we're all together, dude. It's supposed to be us versus the government versus like the elite. You know what I'm saying? Because like, unless you're rich or famous, like a Rockefeller or like a Trump or somebody with that kind of last name, like the world doesn't care about you. It's what you make of the time that you're here. You know what I mean? And I think that necessarily you start to see where it's like, it's not about color or sex or gender. It's really about the fucking person. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If you're a piece of shit asshole, it doesn't matter what flavor you come in. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the way I see it, at least. It's very interesting though, that for some people it's considered okay. For some people it's not. And it's I
agree.
But we are in a point in society where, you know, you can't fucking even fart a little bit without somebody being like, oh, you know what I'm saying? And you're like, come on, dude, you know? It's a little bit ridiculous. There's a clip on here for the live streams where I guess, did you see that girl walking through the store? Want me to send it to you?
What? No.
Yeah, look at here, let's watch this one. This one's actually pretty cool.
Send it to me.
Here we go. Here you go. Boom! You should have it. Now, I watched it before, so
okay,
she's
Amaranth,
walking through the store. Yeah, I don't know who this is. I just saw the clip. So she's walking through the store, and I guess the lady tells her that her clothes are not appropriate for the store. Look at this. Watch this. Here we go again.
I'm watching it.
I'm about to buy what I'm wearing. Okay.
Yeah, right? Isn't that weird?
What?
It makes me feel awkward.
She's dressed normally.
Yeah.
She was about to buy something too. What the fuck?
Crazy, right? Crazy. The crazy thing about this is right. The lady. I'm gonna pause it. The crazy thing about this is that the lady, if you hear what she says, you can't be walking around the store like this. She said,
"Yeah,
there's too many older people and kids."
She is just like anybody in summer, or like anybody. Like she has a tank top on and a fucking hot pants. What?
You know why this worries me, Sarah? I'm gonna be 100% honest. You know why this worries me?
Why?
This could be another fucking form of censorship where all of a sudden people are offended, and guess what? We end up all having to be like China, where you dress in the same clothes when you go out.
Right?
You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
That's what worries me. What happens if all of a sudden you're no longer allowed to dress like that? Yeah. Hey, the Biddy Man, how's it going? That guy, Sarah, we should have the Biddy Man come on here one time and hang out with us. This guy's, you know who he is?
No, I don't.
Oh, next time watch him, man, you will laugh your fucking ass off. He's a good guy. He's like us. He's crazy. So I don't know, man. Is this what's going to happen? That if somebody has a nice, let me ask you a question. If she was overweight, okay, do you think that would have been?
Wasn't a problem. No, this is what I'm saying. And this okay.
What the fuck,
so
man?
I'm gonna sound like somebody who was like,
take it away, sister. Take it away, sister. With the rant, take it away.
But listen. I noticed that on Twitch too, right? If I wear a normal tank top, and I have big boobs, right? Like I have like big boobs.
No, you don't. You're such a fucking liar, dude.
I have big boobs, right? So when I wear a fucking tank top, like there's gonna be cleavage, obviously, right? There's gonna be cleavage, right? So if and people come in, and I mean, obviously sometimes I, wear stuff to have cleavage,
if I had a pair of pants that would make me look like Bon Jovi, I'd do it too.
But you are also fat. Thank you, Warrior.
Oh, you were talking to me. I was like, fuck. You know what I'm saying?
No. The Warrior said that to me.
Are you serious?
And like, if I wear any tank top, just normal tank top, I'll just have a cleavage. And like, there's people who come into my chat and they're like, oh, you're doing this on purpose and stuff like that. I mean, sometimes I do, obviously. But I cannot wear a tank top without having a cleavage. And some people wouldn't even comment on it if I was skinnier and didn't have the same, or was probably just
right.
Had a different body type where I didn't look like this, right? So yeah,
it's gonna be jealousy.
I don't know, because it's guys saying it mostly. So in this story, it's a girl, right? It's a woman who says that, right? So I'm guessing in this case it's jealousy, because Amaranth looks hot. Like Amaranth is a hot girl, no?
Yeah, I don't see nothing wrong. I don't see nothing wrong with the girl in the video. Now I don't see nothing wrong. She's attractive. I don't see nothing wrong that she's doing anything wrong.
No, it's just because she's hot. It's just because she's hot. She can't wear that because she's hot. But there's a lot of guys, especially on the internet, who hate on women for being sexy. Which happens a lot to me.
I hope we're not going down that road where all of a sudden it's like, Sarah, you can't go out of the house like that. They'll give you a ticket. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on now. I mean, and there is certain times. There is certain times that the shit is weird, 3D Code Warrior, you are hot as fuck. Thank you so much.
Great. Great.
He gave us some bits. I'm gonna give him a Big God video. Okay. No, but in all honesty, like, there are certain points when you're like, bro, there's little kids around. If it's like there might be a point, but that video was not. Like, I don't think she was dressed like that in that video at all. You know what I'm saying?
It was. But I've seen normal.
I've seen things though. I've seen things where I'm like, damn, dude, like.
But it's like,
but I don't care. I enjoy it.
If your junk isn't out, I'm okay. And even if your junk was out, I'm okay with. I don't fucking care what.
I'm not like that, Some people are like, oh no, God. I'm like, dude, mine's better. Whatever. It's. I think that necessarily though, we are getting to a point where we're seeing this a lot more. The other day on Twitter, I don't know if you follow the same people or whatnot. That guy put a picture of two girls and said one of them's Chatterbait and one of them's Twitch. Did you see that post?
I didn't. What?
Oh my God, dude. He put up a picture split down the middle of the screen. I mean, I don't even know if we can find it now. And he said, what is the difference between these two girls? One of them's on Chatterbait and one of them's on Twitch.
Yeah.
And both the girls looked identical. Okay, like
Yeah.
100% identical.
Yeah.
You know, same.
I didn't
Dude,
see
it ends up being he fucking trolled everybody, and both the girls were from fucking Twitch. So like everybody voted for one girl saying she was on Chatterbait, and it was the same thing. I mean, granted, this was, you know, I don't know, man. I think that necessarily the only problem is people are trying to police themselves. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? People are trying to oh, look what she's wearing, and then they
Yeah.
wait to see if anybody else agrees with them. You know what I'm saying? Anybody else think it's bad? Okay, then it's
not
not.
only
you know?
that, not only that, they think it's. I mean, I'm gonna go. Maybe this is extreme, but this is where it starts, and the end is where people say, she got abused because of the way she dresses. You know what I mean?
Oh my god!
Right?
Dude, right? I
Like,
hate that. I hate that.
it starts here, and it basically ends
Bullshit,
there.
man.
Because it's like, oh, you're being, you know. And by the way, Trainwreck is the prime example of this. By the way, Trainwreck is like super known and stuff like that. He's somebody who goes against girls wearing stuff and says, like, you know, on Twitter he goes on and says, you know, if you're don't be. If you're being objectified, but you have like a Patreon and you know, OnlyFans and whatever, then don't wonder why you're being objectified and stuff like that, you know. So Trainwreck.
I think people know. I think people. I think also. I think you know, as you know, as a girl too, that you know what you're putting forth. You know what I'm saying? I think that a lot of times that when you see some of these things and they're like, I have no idea what you're talking about, and you're like, you know, because it's like, I think that necessarily though we're getting to a point where the people that are offended are starting to talk about it. You know, like, oh, that's what was another fucking tweet? Remember, Convict had a tweet, 2 million fucking people on Twitter. Remember that shit? And it was about the girl with no bra and jumping around. And I'm like, dude, what are you gonna do? You're gonna tell she's wearing fucking clothes.
Yeah.
That's it. That's all she needs to do is cover them. You know what I'm saying? Like, so when do we take away the freedom of what somebody can wear? You know what I'm saying? Dude, it's rough. It's rough. I don't know what I would do if I had nice boobs. I'd probably show them. That's just me though. You know what I'm saying? But
I mean, it depends, right? I'm like somebody who like goes on like with cleavage, just like in real life, just like depending on the mood. But I won't not show cleavage because of the hate that you get, because you get a lot of hate. Like every time I am on stream with cleavage, we get a lot of trolls and hate and stuff like that.
That is fucking crazy, man.
Yeah, and people are like, oh, is this Chatterbait? Is this Pornhub and stuff like that? You know, and
I think that Twitch created this for themselves. Twitch created this because they're sitting in a spot where they're like, what do we do? You know what I'm saying? Should she have a bra? Are we allowed to tell her that she's supposed to have a bra on? Like, is that even legal?
I feel like Twitch is more open than people would think. I think the users are who make it more, you know, who make it
more than it is.
Yeah, more than it is. There's people, like I said, like Trainwrecks. There's people like Trainwrecks who basically leads an army of people who hate on girls for wearing whatever they wear, right? You know, you can't really be sexy as a girl on the internet without.
Does he have a girlfriend or a boyfriend?
I actually don't know.
Is he single? I'm just no. I'm just no. It's not about being gay. I'm just very curious if he's in a relationship. Is possibly if he was a single guy, maybe he'd have a different view on it, or maybe because he's trying to. I don't know. You know, what do you care what people wear? That's my point.
But that's also obviously the allure. And
sorry
that's
about that. I got gifted so.
And that's also why he is so popular, obviously, because he's in front of, you know, or he is like the prime example of so many people who have those opinions on the internet, especially.
I wonder if they really do have the opinions or if they're just following.
No.
I wonder that.
They do. They had those opinions before him. He's just now the person who leads that kind of
the persona, right? He's
the
leader.
Sense. So obviously, and there's a lot of people like that on Twitch who hate on, you know, on bots. So obviously he's very popular, and there's a lot.
Right. I'm trying to see it both ways. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to see it like my grandma watching Twitch and going, that girl needs to put on a bra.
Yeah.
And then I'm trying to look at it as like me. I go and I click on it. I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit if there's a bra or not. I don't care.
Yeah.
But then again, maybe it's because I'm a grown ass, you know, I don't know. I don't know what it is. It's definitely interesting though, because I think at what point there was a streamer that I saw some dude get up and dance around. He was obviously wearing no boxers. It looked like a, you know, mess. And literally, I swear, it looked like somebody threw a curtain over Dumbo. And I'm sitting there and I'm thinking to myself, is this the same argument? Is this the same argument? I mean, the dude, nice physique, he was swinging his pelvic around. Is that the same argument as no bra? Maybe dudes need to wear underwear. You can't go sweatpants with no underwear, you know? Yes, he would get banned. You think he would get banned, chat? Chat, you really think that you'd get banned for having sweatpants with no underwear on? I mean, everything is covered. That's all you need to go into Pizza Hut. Pizza Hut says you need your shirt and your shoes, or else there's no service. So that's all you should need in public, you know?
Probably they have some weirdos. That's why they have that.
Right? They have some people ordering pizza naked at 2 o'clock in the morning. You want a pepperoni?
But that's what people are saying in my chat right now. They're saying that people complain about hijabs just as much as they complain about people not wearing enough. But it's like, wear whatever the fuck you want, you know? And I understand when people say when you dress a certain way, you seem like a sex worker, right? And I understand because I went on Pornhub onto the live section, right? And I looked at the live streamers there because I was like, oh, you know, maybe they have like a non.
Were they streaming?
Yeah, they're like streaming. Yeah, there's like a live section, and it's obviously all not safe for work. But I was trying to find if anybody was doing safe for work stuff, you know. So I went on there and saw a lot of girls and guys, and like clicked on a lot of stuff. And many girls
on
there.
a lot of stuff. Sorry about that. That just sounded really funny. She clicked on a lot of stuff.
Because I tried to understand, like, they're because I even tweeted you. I was like, you know, this could be interesting.
Yeah,
an interesting site for us.
did.
So I actually like looked at it and spent a little time on there. And I do understand what they say in terms of clothing because, you know, they're just in the beginning of the fucking stream. They're clothed just like any girl, you know, just like any woman.
Until the plumber comes over,
yeah,
Sarah.
exactly. But just like any woman, like they dress sexy in the beginning, and just like any confident woman, they just dress sexy, right? And that's in the beginning, and I understood that. And the problem is people calling out thought streamers. The problem is not the thought streamer. The problem is actually. Oh, what the fuck? Did we lose him again? How did we?
Like I lost you for a second, then I didn't lose you for a second?
Yeah, what the fuck? And now there's a guest.
Oh,
Who's this guest? No.
Oh, it's you. It was you, but that was not you. Hold on, let me. There you go. You are a new guest, by the way.
What was I talking about? What were you talking? Oh yeah.
You were talking about tanks and military weapons.
Oh yeah. So they shoot and then you're dead.
Then you're dead. What the
But yeah, it was,
you were talking about Piran hubs or whatever it's called.
Thoughts. I mean,
yes.
You know, I call myself a thought. So who the fuck? So in the end, what it shows you is more about the viewer than about the streamer, because the streamer is dressing normally, but the viewer sees that in prawn so much and they watch so much prawn that they immediately think of prawn. So that's on them. It's not on the streamer. Like, and it's never on the on whoever, like, you know, just wears whatever. Like if you have sexual thoughts on a normal person wearing normal clothes.
There's gonna be it's people on the internet. Every 1 in 5 person's horny. 1 in every 5. It's people on the fucking internet. I mean, come on, let's be honest. And I think that necessarily you know, what they see, these guys come in there, what they see, they think it's something that it's not, and then they start acting some way. Then the other guy comes in and sees him doing the same thing, and then he starts doing it too. And before you know it, the entire room is full of them. You know what I mean? It's like that saying. There was a joke in Italian. My uncle used to tell me. You know, he used to say there was a barber shop cutting hair. Okay, he was cutting somebody's hair, And in the middle of cutting somebody's hair, the barber shop walks into the corner and he pees in the floor. The guy says to him, "What are you doing?" He says, "Ed, bro, don't worry about me." He said, "I'm going out of business. I'm closing the shop and I'm going to be gone next week. So what do I care? You know, okay." At the end of getting his haircut, the guy getting his haircut stands up, does the same thing. The barber says, "What are you doing?" He said, "Bro, you're getting out of here next week. I'm leaving now in 5 minutes. So why not?" And I think what it's trying to say is if it one goes to the next, and then the problem becomes bigger. The problem always becomes bigger. So I think necessarily it's not only about the content provider, but also the people that are consuming it.
Yeah.
It seems about legit. I mean, at least I like to think so it is. I think, you know what I would like to do is, if possible, I would like to take a break so I can get myself more drink.
Yes,
there's no
we can do
drink
that.
left in this cup.
I was thinking about
What do you
that
say?
too. I was thinking about that too. We should take a break. We haven't taken a break in like how long have we
Almost 2 hours.
Almost 2 hours. Wow. Yeah, we can take.
I'm
a
having
break.
fun today, man. I'm having fun today going through all
Yeah.
these different streamers and seeing what the fuck else is out there. I mean,
and also
I know what.
through the very
Go ahead.
like serious.
There's some good topics here, man. There's a lot of good rant. The rant is good tonight, Sarah. The rant is good.
It is. Second rant.
All right,
it's good.
let's cut to a commercial break, and then we'll come back in a few minutes, and we'll progress from there and see what we have in store for us. What do you say?
Yeah, we will do that, and I'll put some
Okey
ads on.
doke.
Enjoy the ads, guys.
Enjoy the ads, guys. All right, Sarah, I'll be back in a couple of minutes.
Yeah, me too. Bye. Oh God. Hello. We are back. I am back at least. Hello. How are you doing, guys? I hope you're doing well.
Hello there.
Oh, hello. You're also
There we
back.
go. There we go.
Hello.
Yeah, I'm also back. That's a weird coincidence. You went on a break too? That's crazy. I didn't.
Crazy. Were you on a break?
Yes, I was.
Interesting.
It's a weird coincidence, man.
Yeah, weird. Hi. Weird that you're here.
Hi. Yeah, it's really weird that we would meet each other here in front of this fantastic backgrounds that we have and all the great stuff. I was outside looking at these clips. I was looking over more of these live stream fail clips and shit.
Did you find something else
So-
for us to see?
Well, I'm starting to see a lot more familiar faces, man. Like I see Angry Guy, and then I got the distorted microphone guy, then we got the action figure. So little by little, and then I see friends that I know on here. Like I think I saw like one of Greggles somewhere. I'm not sure.
Really?
But, yeah, there's what's his name? I think somebody posted one of mine on there this week.
Ooh.
Thank God it's not there no more. It's not there no more. It was me explaining what 56K internet was like when you were trying to surf porn back in the day. And you would see a picture, you'd get excited, you click the picture, and then you'd have to wait like 3 days to get that video. And then so it was just funny. And it was 2 o'clock in the morning and the modem would turn on and it would go and everybody's waking up and
and then your mom is like, what are you doing? And you're like, nothing. I'm just checking my email.
It's the rubber band around my sweatpants. Anyway, no, it's interesting how far the consumption of media has come by, which leads me to another story. I'll send you a link. I saw this story before me and you came online. Let's look at this. The appetite for live streaming has never been bigger, is what they're saying.
Appetite.
The appetite, man. The industry grew 12%, Sarah, from 2018 to 2019. There's 12% more people on Twitch. Look at this.
Wow. That's crazy.
Look at that. They're saying that there's been like an explosion of people that want to stream. And I've noticed this like during the day when I try to stream just chatting, there's a lot more people that are just chatting than there used to be, to be honest with you. Rather interesting. I think it's I'm seeing a change in Twitch. I think it's like less video games and more personality now. I don't know. What do you think about it?
It's more just chatting. I saw that in 2019. There's like people are more interested in just chatting now than in video games. Same for YouTube, kind of. YouTube isn't about like there was a time where it was a lot about Let's Players,
Right.
Or not a lot, but there was a big portion. But now people aren't really that interested anymore in watching video games. Probably because video games aren't that good anymore.
they're not that great, man. They don't last too long. They're like
Yeah.
a couple, like a week or two, and I'm done playing it. You know, but you know what? I also think people probably want to. They're interested in finding out about the people they've been watching play these games.
Yeah.
I think that's also another thing. I mean, to find out more about a streamer's life or to look into their world, so to speak. You know what I mean? I like that shit too, though. I always like when my favorite streamer goes outside and steps away from the desk, and you get to like see a little bit more of their world. I think it's kind of cool, you know?
Yeah, I think because people kind of were getting more and more isolated, but at the same time, people want to connect, so they like streaming. And actually, I had a conversation on Discord, and we were talking about how porn kind of meets basic needs on one side, and streamers meet the other need on the other side, which is
That's true.
Streamers kind of are the need for friendship, and that's why building a community and interacting with chat and stuff like that is super important for streamers, because that's why people go on there or come on to Twitch or any streaming platform, because people want to connect emotionally and personally with people more, so we're kind of the other side of prawn. Yeah, we're like porn here, and we're on
That's
the other
one way
side
to
of
look at
porn.
it.
Yeah, I really
For
like
everything
that.
else, for everything else is Netflix.
Yeah. And life is done.
You're totally that's all you're that and some snacks and like a cold drink or a sandwich or something, and you're pretty much good to go. I think we're probably going to see a different type of service coming soon. I think that somebody with money is going to come along and realize that if they mix those two things together and make a service for adults that's not porn, you know what I'm saying?
There is already kind of sites like that, but they're
3 people are on there.
They're I don't know how to say it, but it's like there are some streaming services where like you can basically stream naked. And that's what people do. They game naked. Yeah.
I couldn't do it, man.
And there's like, I don't know, there's like 200 people watching it, like only, like on the whole site,
Just sitting there trying to beat a world record on Space Invaders, and
With your
nobody's paying
titties out?
attention to the fucking game. Nobody's paying attention to the game. They're like, did he do it?
Yeah. Because you have your titties
Kind of
out.
interesting. But I think somebody will come along and try to test it. I think someone will come along and be like, hey, we need because every time you hear the word adult, you immediately think porno.
Yes.
And I'm thinking more like HBO, you know what I'm saying? Like where I can, maybe see a titty every once in a while, but we're not going to cross the borderline into the other realm,
Yeah, we're not
I think
going
it's
to
gonna
see
happen.
penises and vaginas, but if a titty pops out, it's fine. And if you
Penises and vaginas are ugly.
I mean, that's your opinion.
No, seriously, if you've never seen one before and you come from Mars and you land from outer space and somebody goes, hey Sarah, look at this, you'd be like, what the fuck is that? You know what I'm saying? Are they okay? You know what I mean?
And then you realize as the alien that penises just look like your nose.
Oh, I go right back to Mars.
And you're like, what the fuck?
It's kind of funny because, we live in a world where like pornography is accessible. Pornography is like right there now. Look, I know that like people think I'm old and shit. I'm going to be 40 years old this July, and I still feel like I'm about 39.
Really?
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm going to be 40 years old.
I
man,
wouldn't have guessed. Wow. Okay.
No, stop. Keep going.
Yeah.
No, go.
Finn,
No.
you look so young and amazing, and I would
Right, I'm
have
like-
never thought. Wow.
Right. You would think I ride a bicycle on the weekends.
Yes.
But it's like, I don't know what the hell it is, but like more so like the older I get, the more I start looking at shit as like, I'm not gonna be offended. You know what I'm saying? If like a random boob is shown on the screen, you know what I mean? And I think that necessarily there is a lot of people that automatically see a boob and go porn like immediately. You know what I'm saying? You're like, nah, calm down, dude. You know what I'm saying? It's just a boob. It's just a boob. We don't gotta go crazy. We don't go level 13 or nothing. It's interesting though. It's I don't know. I think that necessarily in society too, the way we are, we're so open that porn is so accessible. That's where I was trying to go with this. When I was younger, when I was like a kid and shit, for you to find pornography, you'd have to find it. Like you'd have to like go to somebody's house and they'd be like, hey, you know what I found under my parents' bed? You're like, oh, what is it? Let's look,
Yeah.
Different. You'd have to find it Now it's like, good luck not finding it. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Like I have a safe search filter on my browser because when I stream, I'm scared that something's gonna pop up by mistake.
You go,
know what I
on,
mean?
you
So
go
it's-
on a fucking website about, I don't know, CPUs, porn, ads
Yes.
for porn, you know?
Yes.
Want to find somebody to masturbate with in your area? Click on
Is
this.
that real? You think that? I always wonder. I say to myself, there's somebody out there right now that's like, what, down the road from me? Who are these people?
Yeah.
You know
Who are
what I'm
these? I've
saying?
never seen them, and trust me, I know people here.
The commercials they have in the beginning, they're like, stop before you skip this commercial. And you're like, I'm not in the market to buy nothing right now. And my wallet's put away. I'm not trying to buy nothing right now. You know,
There's ads before prawn now, too.
do they make money? They got to make a lot of money off those ads. There's got to be like a lot of money off those ads because every single person. Pornhub said that they had like over like 12 million people over the holidays
That's
go on their webpage every day.
crazy. Over the
Every day.
holidays. Oh. Is that kind
The
of
holidays.
sad, though? Is that kind of sad, though?
I'm going out of town. I can't wait to get to France so I can sign into my premium account when I get to another country, you know, on
Right.
vacation.
But it's kind of sad, isn't it? That on the over the holidays, people use a porn more than normally because that just means that they are kind of lonely, right?
Dude, it's not even that. It's highly accessible. Like I said, people are getting used to that shit. Like they're like, how many times do you hear? And it's not only just men or female, but you always hear about like, oh, you know, that person's very insensible, and like, there's a lot of women that are unhappy in their lives, or even men or whatever, because people that are watching porn are getting an idea of what real life is like, and they think that that's what it's supposed to be like. You know, there is a quality of it that I think kind of taints the idea of like sex in general. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think that necessarily for some people it goes overboard, and I think that it's crazy, man. It's everywhere. So how could you not look at it by mistake? You know what I'm saying? So it's very different. And we're streaming on a platform where we don't even know what words we can and can't say. You know what I mean? To a point where like, you're like, it would be great to have something in the middle. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, it would be great to have a little bit of both right in the middle, a brand new service. What would they call it, by the way?
I don't know. Something just as stupid as the word Twitch. You know?
Yeah.
Probably
What
like
the fuck? Where did they come up with Twitch?
I don't know. Probably like some word like I don't know, epilepsy or something.
Flick. I don't know, man. Something's wrong with people, but if you we got to make a video for Patreon where we can dive into the categories on those web pages and find out what people have been watching more, you know?
Yeah.
2019, I was shocked to find out some of the stuff that people are watching. I was like, you gotta be fucking kidding me, you know? It was like blonde girls, and underneath it was like how to change the oil on a 72 Mustang. You're like, that's a category?
What?
Like, that's a weird.
Okay. Oh, so naked girls changing oils on cars?
It's the new thing, man. Naked girls and naked dudes working on cars,
God.
changing oil and fixing transmissions and shit. You don't want to know what a monkey wrench is.
That's like the new thing with sparkles.
Is a completely new meaning to bust a nut off of the rear hub for the tire. You know what I'm talking? You know when it's stuck and you have to get a breaker bar because the nut rusted onto the bolt. You know?
Oh no, that's the worst. By the way, that's the
worst.
worst.
It happens, you know. But I think necessarily we're at a spot right now. Technology is fucking awesome. You can stream any movie you want to see. You can stream anything you want to see. What's gonna happen, man? People are gonna get bored.
Yeah, I don't know. But also, like, Twitch isn't that known, you know. Lots of people don't know about Twitch yet. Or, you know, Twitch is the biggest streaming platform. So let's say Twitch as an example. But many people don't know what Twitch is. Like, when you go out on the street and say, hi, I'm a Twitch streamer, you know, people are going to be like, what is that? You know, okay.
I feel weird sometimes. Sometimes I feel a little bit weird, you know?
Yeah.
Like, what do you do? I'm like, oh, I'm a full-time streamer on Twitch. They look at me like, what? And I'm like,
Want to know how I explained
you know?
that to my sister?
Oh God.
Like my
yeah,
sister,
go ahead.
yeah, my sister sometimes watches me, right? But in the beginning, when I told her,
Sometimes.
I now stream on Twitch full time, she was like, "What is that?" And I was like, "Well, it's basically like a cam girl, but without the sex part." She was like, "Ah, okay,
Sure, without, sure.
sure, Sarah." You know what? She also she wouldn't make that face. You know why? Because she actually once told me that I should be an escort woman, lady, whatever, because I wouldn't make a lot of money doing. Yeah, I should be an escort because I should make a lot of money with that.
Are escorts legal in your country?
Yeah, just like
No
prostitutes. Yeah.
Right. We don't have that over here. Only in Las Vegas. Only in and only certain parts of Las Vegas too. So.
Oh.
But it's hard to explain to people what this is. Like in a lot, and sometimes I feel a little bit goofy. You know what I mean? Because like I don't want them to think that like it's me 40 years old and then like millions of little kids playing video games with me.
Yeah.
You know, I don't want them to think that. You know what I mean?
People are like,
and
what?
Even my mother, you know, she'll call and Vincent, honey, are you still doing your show? I'm like, yeah, I'm still doing this show. What channel is it on? What channel is it on? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
How are you gonna tell somebody what channel it's on? It's on Twitch. It's on fucking Twitch, Mom.
It's so difficult to explain it to kids too. When kids are like, "What do you do?" and I'm streaming on Twitch, live streaming, and they're like, "Oh, is it like YouTube?" And I'm like, "Yeah, it's like YouTube, just live." And they're like, "I don't understand."
It's like
I'm
YouTube.
12.
Like, can you explain it better? I'm like, yeah, I put a fucking bag over my head and my friend pours salt into it until I become thirsty. You know what I mean? What are you supposed to say?
I remember I posted on I always post on my stories, right? My Instagram stories where I'm like live, and sometimes I do like stupid face, like, you know, and I made that face, and one of the people that I knew from before, you know, just an acquaintance, and they were like, what is that? I was like, well, I do comedy for a living. They were like, yeah, right.
And you feel like an asshole saying comedy for a living because they expect you to make them laugh immediately. Have you ever noticed that shit?
Yeah.
You're like, oh, what do you do? And you're like, I'm a comedian. They're like, okay, make me laugh, motherfucker. Yeah. And I'm like, and you're not funny. All of a sudden, you're not funny. You're like, poggers. You know, they're like, we don't know what that is. I'm like, fuck. You know, throw me a bit. I'll do a fucking somersault real quick. You know, I don't know how to explain it. You know, but it's still, especially around the holidays. So how's your job going? Good. Are you still doing that thing? And you're like, it's called streaming. Yeah, it's streaming. You know what I mean? It's nothing.
Like, are you still doing that? I don't, you know, are you still, selling your ass? Like, it's not selling my ass. It's streaming.
If it wasn't for the fact that so many people would be disappointed in me, I'd probably sell my ass. Hello, Sarah and Child Man, all in the chat. Finally turned up the volume as soon as I figured what to type in. I plan to do so when I go to sleep. You do not want to know what I thought of content creator when I first hearing about the title. I could only imagine. Man.
What is even content? They would be like, what is content, right? Like, if you aren't... What?
It sounds like something a machine would say. Content.
I like the content. I said that.
Sarah,
content.
when's the last time a nice guy took you out to the movies and said, we're going to go watch some good content on the silver screen? Nobody calls it content.
Yeah, nobody says that.
It's a show. It's people making people laugh.
Sarah's never funny, so she can't relate. Thanks. I'm going to cry myself to sleep now.
We gotta have thick skin in what we do. People come by and talk some shit. Have you ever had a troll almost ruin your fucking day, but you gotta pretend it didn't?
Yes. All the time. They're like, normally I'm genuinely not bothered, right? But there are days where it just bottles up and you remember those mean things people said, like, I don't know how many days ago, and then there's one day where we're like, I don't have any patience today, and then they come in and they're like, you blue, and you're like...
Immediately, too. You're having a bad morning. You're like, let me fucking go on and do the stream thing because it makes me forget. I feel better, right? You know? Yeah. And then immediately it's good morning, everybody. Like, good morning, Vintendo. I'm like, hey, guys, how you doing? You're fat and old. I'm like, you motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? I wish I could kick you in the fucking dick with a wooden shoe on, you know?
Yes.
But it's, and it's funny because you almost get used to it, you know? And I find myself, sometimes it's kind of funny because I was getting a pack of cigarettes like a couple of nights ago, you know? And I see somebody come inside and they were arguing with their friend. Oh, whatever, Coca-Cola. I'm like, oh my God, it's a real life troll. It's a real life troll.
Yeah.
You know, they exist in the real world. You know,
They
that's
exist.
rather interesting though. But it was over the holidays. It was definitely funny because a lot of people would come into my room and they would see the green screen and the monitors because this is not a typical computer. You know what I mean? Like people that, oh, Sarah's on her computer. You think it's a little laptop, and you walk in and there's like
in the basement
TVs and what. You're like, what exactly is Sarah doing? Is she talking to Russia with this equipment? You know what I mean? So it's kind of funny because, you know, I have like my cousins that come in and they're like, hey, what's all this computer stuff? And I was like, what are you gonna say? What are you gonna say? You know what I mean? I do exercise videos for fat people. Maybe they would believe that a little. Swinging your tits to the oldies, you know? What the fuck? But it's virtually hard to do that. There's one guy at the gas station. You remember the gas station we went to when you were here, right?
Yeah.
At the gas station, Circle K, there's somebody that found out that I'm a streamer, you know, and that's awesome. They followed, and dude, every time that I go in there, they're like, dude, and everybody turns around, they're like, how's the streaming going? And I'm like, fuck, I'm like, now everybody in here thinks the same shit. You know what I mean?
They think I just, you know, show my asshole on the internet.
Yeah, they're like, dude, there he is, Mr. Gangbang himself, streaming on the internet. You know what I mean? It's unfucking believable. But through the holidays, they came in here, and I thought it was kind of funny. The only way that I was able to explain to like my European family members and shit, I gave them VR. I said, here, put this on your head. This is what I do. They put it on. They're like, wow, this is your job. I'm like, yeah, I created all of that. I made that. That's what you got to do, Sarah.
Yeah.
Next time your friends come by your house and they're like, Sarah, look at your green screen. Be like, yeah, bitch, I invented that. I made all this. I made all of this. The wires, the mic, I made all of it. It's the best way to do it.
It's really funny
Best way to do it.
when people come in like visit or something, and I'm visit my parents, for example, and I visit my parents too. And then they're like, you gotta see Sarah's studio. Like, that's really crazy. Like, you gotta see it. I'm like, it's not, like, my house is not really, you know, tidy. And it's like, it doesn't matter. You gotta see Sarah's studio. And then I take them upstairs. And then my computer's obviously on because my computer's always on. And then and then the cameras are on too, right? And I show them. And they think it's live in the moment. So they go to the camera. They're like, hi, everybody. I'm like,
I knew it.
And it's like, it's not live. And they're like, and seeing themselves in the monitors everywhere, they're like...
My old man does that. Hey, everybody, how you doing? I'm like, I'll make sure to tell them next time we're live, you know?
And I'm like, we're not live. And they're like, hey, everybody.
Dude, it was funny. When my cousin came to visit, and my cousin was like, what the hell kind of microphone is that? I'm like, oh, dude, it works underwater. And they believed me. They believe me. They're like, oh, it's pretty cool. When do you go underwater with it? I'm like, oh yeah, the water comes in through the it's my finale. It's like my firework finale. You know what I mean? So it's.
How do you clean that up?
It's interesting. I don't. I just let it pile up. You know, like right now I'm actually not even sitting. I'm actually floating on all the pile of water. That's like oh. But VR was the only way that I could convince them that I'm not a fucking maniac. You know, and they try the VR and it's great because. I always do the same thing. First, I show them something nice, then I scare the shit out of them, and then I put them on something that makes them sick. I don't know why I do this. I'm a fucking crazy motherfucker, dude.
Yeah.
And every time they're like, it looks so real. Oh, I'm good. This is making me sick. I'm like, yeah, VR, baby, VR. I invented it. You know what I mean? It's keep my family thinking I'm part of like a witchcraft society or some shit, you know?
But people are always
VR.
That's interesting because some people are like, "Oh, did you hear about this and that? Like, it's this new thing, like
USB.
I don't fucking know. Yeah, did you hear about that new thing, USB?
Or my so and so just upgraded my computer. We got more USB. The internet's faster with more USB.
Right.
Sometimes it's better off not letting people know you know anything about computers. You notice that shit?
Yes.
Like I went to school for computers. I know a lot. I'm certified to work on hardware and everything. But the best part about it is I make pretend I don't know shit when I go to people's houses.
Yeah,
you know
because
what I mean?
people want you to fix their shit all the time.
Oh,
like, oh, you know, please fix my shit.
And then they'll call you after you fix it, and they're like, "Yeah, it's doing that problem again." Well, what the fuck you want from me? I didn't invent it. I only invented VR. That's what I tell them. I only invented VR.
I don't know anything about computers, but I invented VR. You know.
My mouse broke this week. My mouse stopped right clicking.
Yeah.
Isn't that weird? So when I right click, it right clicks like 10 times in a row. You know what I'm saying? So I called the company and I said, "Yeah, I called the company and I said, this is unacceptable. This shit's like not even a fucking year old and it's already broken. You know?" They said to me, can you send us a picture? So I sent them a fucking picture of me sitting outside drinking coffee. I thought it would make them laugh and they would send me a fucking thing. They wrote back, "Sir, please do not send unsolicited pictures." I was like, Jesus Christ. Like, it's just, what the fuck? It's just me sitting on a wall drinking a cup of coffee with the sun in my hair, everything looked good. It was nice, you know? But what the hell, dude? Not the response I was looking for, Sarah.
Yeah, man, they have no
humor,
dude.
I said, no offense, but you didn't fucking tell me what you wanted. You said, send us a picture. I thought that was the most, thank God I didn't send you the first one, you know?
But I find it interesting because when my shit stops working, even if it's after like a year or under a year, you know what I do? I just pry it open. I just
I tried.
Yeah. You know,
it's not one of those. I guess this is like you probably have to go and buy another one. You know what I mean?
I don't know. I would just try to pry it open, and if it doesn't work anymore, I at least tried. You know.
You got somebody in your chat saying, "SaraJazz, my programmer colleague went on this rant about every time he visits his parents, they're like, 'Hey, you're a technical person, right? Can you take a look at our microwave?'"
Imagine, dude. Imagine.
My dad does that. He says, "You're good with computers. Come over here and fix the ice machine." I'm like, what the fuck? How does it even come in together? I'm like, the ice, what does it run, Android?
Dude, I remember like thinking that they're personal PC tech, right? So I remember that I was living with my ex, and our neighbor, he was always going for my ex. So he like knocked on the door and he was like, "Hey, my computer's not working, you know, just can you help me?" And I was like, "Oh, he's not," or like he I think he was asking for him. And I said, "What do you want?" "Well, I need help with this computer." So literally I went up and literally I just had to restart the computer.
Oh,
I restarted the computer. I asked him, "Did you already try to restart the computer?" He was like, "No, I didn't, I didn't know what to do." So
I did yesterday, but that didn't change nothing.
Yeah, and then it worked again. I was like, just next time, just restart first and then, ask. But
you know what I really hate too when you're helping them?
What?
And you're like, "Okay, click on this and then tell me what pops up." You know what I mean? And they read you the entire thing. It's like, Microsoft, blah, 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 blah. And you're like, just pick A. I don't need the rest of the, like, and then B is your USB. And I'm like, no, I'm good. Just stop reading, please. They never stop reading. Dude. My mom sent me a picture of my dog's testicles today, by the way, which I thought was really fucking funny.
What? Why?
She said that because she wanted to know if the dog's testicles looked okay. I said, "Mom, I'm a fucking computer guy. I'm a computer guy. It has nothing to do." And so now, this is the best part about it. I have this testicle on my phone. I'm like, fuck this. I'm like, I'm going to set it as her wallpaper. And like, the next time I see her, so she has, yeah, my mother, I work with computers. The woman thinks that I'm highly, I'm able to work on dog nuts too, I guess. And this is a great example. You're good with computers, come fix the microwave. It's almost the same thing, but no microwave here, just dog testicle. That's
so stupid,
blows my fucking mind. That, and when you go to Best Buy too, and there's some fucking asshole that doesn't understand anything about technology, and they try to explain to you.
Right. When you try to buy something and you ask them something specific, and they're like, you ask them, I don't know, something like, how many frames, like how many, like how much FPS does this monitor like handle or something, And they're like, this monitor has 345,000 colors, and I'm sure it does handle your SPF.
SPF?
And they're like, okay.
You're totally right. Or like you ask them a question, they give you some bullshit that has nothing to do with the product. Like, excuse me, like how many FPS can I get in this monitor? Like, well, sir, it comes equipped with HDMI 2.1, and you're like,
exactly.
What the fuck?
Like,
I shaved my ass 2 months ago. What does that matter? You know what I'm saying? This is unbelievable. It really fucking bothers me when they do this. And every time I go to try to buy a TV, I'm like, yes, hi, I'm here to buy a TV. They're like, do you know what model you're looking for? No, bro, I'm fucking tech psychic. I knew this shit before I left the house. Why do you think I'm here? I want to see a TV. And then they'll show you all the different TVs, right? Yeah. And they'll tell you, well, this one's OLED, and this one's Coma OLED, and this one's Shyamalan's LED. And you're like, bro, I just want to fucking watch TV, bro. Like, that's all I want to know. Tell me like this. There's either $10,000 and the one I can afford. That's all I need to know. I don't need to know Quamadam, and nobody gives a fuck, you know? It's and then there's the people next to you, Sarah, that are like listening to what the guy's telling you. They're like, you know? I'm always like, yeah, I'm not gonna buy a TV here. I'm a streamer. I'm just gonna go home and buy it online, you know?
I'm
a lot of stores
because I was one of those people.
you worked at Best Buy?
No, I used to promote for Sony, and
look at that.
Yeah, I used to promote for Sony, and then I used to actually educate people, like the promoters. Like I used to educate them on what OLED is and all of that shit.
Right.
Yeah, so I love
OLED. OLED's my favorite. Best fucking TV ever had.
I was one of those people who would like explain to you, hey, do you want OLED or you want blah 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 blah, blah because of blah, 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 you know?
Do you still keep up with Sony stuff? Because Sony was killing it at CES, man. They were fucking rocking it, bro. They got these televisions that are 8K that are capable of 120 frames a second. They've got the PlayStation 5 that's coming out to back up that 8K 120 frames a second.
I'm still a big fan of Sony. Like I'm still a big fan, yeah.
All I need now is something that I plug in my ear. I said all I need now is something that I plug in my ear at the end of the night and download the internet into my brain.
What do you mean,
know?
Plug cables. It's still 2018.
We're gonna have implants soon. Yeah. We're gonna have like Google implants. Like you're gonna meet a dude at a bar and then you're gonna be like, how does that guy know how to talk all those languages? Because he's got the implant. Yeah. He's got the implant. You know what I mean?
And you're using it really wrong. So you're only reading it because you have like the translations on your eye, but you only have it like you don't know what it sounds like. So you're like, I
am thirsty again. I think it's gonna be kind of fun though, because you're gonna see people that get the robot implants. There's gonna be the people that can afford the expensive ones, and the people that had to get the budget ones. You know, so it's like, you know, in the middle of them trying to translate a full sentence, you'll be like, "Va-fa," and they're just gonna stop and be like, "Yep, guess you didn't pay for the full package," you know, or the first time your uncle or your aunt comes over and one of them caught a virus on the ride there, and they're buffering and. Who knows what the world has in store, man?
Just buffer, like your brain starts to buffer, or like
they're gonna do it.
Or imagine your brain starts to like in the mid sentence, it's gonna say things like an ad or something, where you're just talking about a topic, and then all of a sudden it's like, buy Sony TV. It's awesome.
Microwave.
The colors are amazing.
Right. Do you want to win a Nintendo Wii? And you're like, yes, you know, in pop-up commercials. But I think that what's kind of funny is people are really worried about their privacy. I mean, privacy everywhere. It's what everybody talks about, you know? Once we get these things put into our heads, oh my God. Could you imagine the first time somebody hacks somebody's implant and pulls all the memories out or something? I think it's going to be a little bit, I don't know, man.
I don't know.
It's going to be a little bit weird.
That. I don't know if people want that. If they're gonna, that's going to be so difficult to just filter what memories are important and what aren't, you know, because in between hacking the passwords, in between the memory of passwords is also the memory of the first time you like picked your nose or something, you know.
Could you imagine this shit? And then, or you can hack your friend's your friend's brain. I can literally, we could be hanging out like, Sarah, do you remember that one time you saved the world from aliens? And then I can hack that memory into your head.
You can just upload it.
I remember it like it was yesterday, you know. And I say, why is Van Damme in my memories? You know, it's interesting. It's interesting.
What is this weird porn that I all of a sudden like? Oh, okay.
That was a mistake. I popped on. It was the wrong category. But here's the weird thing about this, though. I don't know if you heard about this. This is a big thing in the news yesterday and today. Apple has admitted that they scan all the pictures that is sent through their service in the iCloud, and the reason why they're doing this is not because they want to see your D-peaks and all the other great. They're doing it because to find out if there's like, you know, little kids that are kidnapped or you know, child trafficking and stuff like that. They have an AI system, and they've now come out and said, yes, every single picture on the devices is scanned, and
But then
you know,
it's
they're able to
uploaded,
tell,
right? Like
yeah, through the cloud services, like
Yeah.
Google Cloud, stuff like that
Yeah,
would be
yeah.
the same thing. Interesting though. Interesting. God, man, I could never work for the NSA. I could not do it because I would get fired within a day. I'd be like, Sarah, you know who I looked up today? You wouldn't believe what this person's. I would get fired. I'm being 100% honest.
Look, do you
I'm
want to
way
see?
too.
Do you want to see like Kevin Bacon's ass or something? Like, yes, man, I
I'm way
do.
too nosy. I'm way too nosy not to abuse that power. You know what I mean? And when you stop and think about like Edward Snowden and other people that like can see the communications of anybody, oh my God, you know, it must be a great job, but you can't tell nobody about it. You
Yeah.
can't go home and be like, hey, you wouldn't
Hey,
believe what I
this is
saw two people talking
Yeah.
about, you know?
Yeah, same.
Interesting.
Same. I don't know.
I wouldn't make it. I wouldn't make it.
What do you have to like? What do you have to be to have a job like that? Don't you have like to have training or something? Like, been a police
Training
officer
is-
or something? I don't know.
I think you're right. I think you're probably right. I mean, Edward Snowden was privately contracted. You know who Edward Snowden is, right?
Yeah,
the
yeah,
guy
yeah.
that released.
Mhm.
He was privately contracted. So I mean, I don't know what kind of certificates or what kind of what the what would you have to do to be in that field. I'm not sure what kind of training you need or kind of certificates or
Yeah, you
papers.
probably have to. Oh, probably have to be. I mean, to be a FBI agent or a CIA
They
or
interview your
whatever,
whole family.
you also have to be like a police. Like, first you have to be a police person, right? I don't know.
Aviation says, who's Edward Snowden? No, he didn't get snowed in. His name is Snowden. I guess he got snowed in. The weather was terrible, but
Snowed in.
you know what's really cool about that guy? When they showed him talking to Joe Rogan, right? When they showed him talking to Joe Rogan said, so what's up with UFOs? And Edward Snowden says, trust me, I looked everywhere for information about UFOs because this guy had access to the computers of the world. You know what I mean? And he said he never found anything about UFOs. I was so disappointed.
Why were you disappointed?
Because I wanted to know if it was fake. Like, I wanted to, even if it was fake, I just wanted to get a final confirmation about if it's fake or real. And you figured the government would have some kind of papers on it or something. You know what I mean? But he could see everything,
that's
man.
Obvious, right? I mean, who really believes in like UFOs and I don't know,
Isn't that
green
weird?
aliens with big black eyes?
Yeah, I guess you're right. It's probably the stoner in me that looks up and hopes. You know, like I hope an alien. I hope a fucking small alien comes by and becomes my best friend, and nobody knows about him, and I hide him in my bedroom. You know, that's what ET was. That's what ET was. But I think necessarily, like, could you imagine? No, for like a split second, let's allow ourselves to imagine this, right? That there is a FBI NSA agent that like completely is infatuated with your life, that they spy on you every day.
Yeah.
Like we wouldn't know. We would never know.
And they hate you. Just imagine the people that they have to work on. They hate you. They're like, I hate
Like
this
this-
person so much, but I have to work on them. Oh, they're awful. But I want to just.
I can fucking see it, man. Like what, you know? They'd be like, so how's your person that you're investigating? Like,
Yeah.
he's googling, headaches and diseases again.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
why does my head hurt? You know, but
And they're so stupid.
watching that movie. And how many pointless conversations take place every day? You know?
Yeah. And you have
I think
to
about
like,
that shit, man. Because
that's why I think
Go
it's
ahead.
good to have like a AI to rummage through all of that and analyze all of those informations. To not have somebody a person physically have to do that, because you would just go crazy. Like, that's why AIs are good, to just go through all those pictures and conversations and all that information instead of like a person, because a person would go crazy.
a person would veer off the beaten path. They would go start spying on people. In chat, they say, I met 2 FBI guys once. They were nothing like you would think. And Matt Zach says that he confirms that the FBI agents were nothing like we think. You know,
Yeah, they're just.
I saw
normal
Edward
guys.
Snowden. That movie was fucking crazy, man. They were watching people. I've seen this shit in real life, man. Like, I've seen this shit in real life. Like, I had friends that worked for security for, I'm not going to say what tech company it is,
Yeah.
but I've seen it with my own fucking eyes. I watched them clone an iPhone to a different device, and both devices were getting the same messages.
Mhm.
It was the creepiest thing I've ever seen in my life. Like looking through the camera, listening on the microphone. And at the same time, I'm thinking to myself, like, look, dude, as long as you don't show like my family, my naked pictures, I don't give a shit who sees it. You know what I'm saying? Like, other than that, we're good to go. You know, so it's, I don't know, man. I that job would be fucking rough. That job would be rough.
Yeah.
You know, you would spy on your ex. I would do it immediately.
Dude, I would put that on my I would put that on my I mean not on my ex,
Wallpaper.
but maybe on the person that I'm
Someone.
starting to date.
Oh my, could you imagine? Oh, dude, this person has a peanut butter fetish or some weird shit that you can't look past and you can't tell them how you know.
Lori, obrigada por dar lição.
They'd be like, why did Sarah ghost us? And it's like, well, you know, I was looking at your profile through the NSA computer, man. It's, I don't know, man. I think that necessarily.
The person that I would start dating, I would just do that. Thank you, Warrior, for gifting that sub to Kine. Thank you so much. But I would actually do that.
Thank you so much.
A person, just, you know, the person that you start dating and you don't know them yet well, and you're like, what kind of porn are they watching? What? Who do they follow? I want to know.
I'm more worried about other shit. Like, I want to make sure they're not looking up like how to hide forensic evidence in a murder scene or something. You know, I mean, like that's where I would be like, fuck, you know, because whatever porn they're watching, as long as it doesn't, you know, upset my stomach or ruin breakfast, I'm game to try everything at least once. But I'm telling you that if I find out they're looking up ways to hide a dead body, I'm gonna be like, holy shit, she's gonna kill me. I know it, and you know, that's. What can you do though? I mean, you can't tell them. How do you know? And you're like, you know, what are you gonna do? You think you should be allowed one background check per person that you date?
Yeah,
it should just
I
be
would be
part of the
okay
world.
with that, because the question is the ultimate question is, would you be okay if somebody did that on you? Because one background check per person you date equals a background check on you too, right? So the ultimate question is,
right.
Would you be okay with a background check on yourself or the other person? So I would say yes. I wouldn't mind.
Matt Zach says bleach, fire, and ammonia will hide everything.
Nice. Good to know. Good to know.
I think you should be allowed. I had a friend of mine, this girl, this is a true story. She was like one of my, you ever have one of those single friends on Facebook that's been single since Facebook opened up, but you've seen them with a lot of different, you know, relationships, but they're always, you know, they're in the market. She says to me, dude, I met this guy. And I'm like, all right. She's like, I like him very much. He does everything that I like. I'm into him. He's into me. We're falling in love. I said, okay, what is the problem, right?
Mm-hmm.
She says that he fell asleep one night and she happened to see his wallet on the floor. So she opened up the wallet, you know, just why not? He had 3 different IDs with 3 different names in it. So she didn't know what was going on. Right. So she starts looking it up online while he's sleeping. She finds out that the guy was wanted by the police and he was running away. Yeah, dude. And she found this information. So maybe that one time, Sarah, it'd be enough to save you. You know what I'm saying? Be enough to save you.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, maybe that one time is enough to save you. Yeah. And if the person that you're dating has, like, even if they have weird kinks or weird habits or something, you have your weird, you know, stuff that you have yourself, you know.
You'll find out though. You know, you'll find out.
Yeah, you'll find out. That's what I'm saying. Like, even if you find that out with that one background check, I don't feel like that's a bad thing. Like,
I wouldn't even mind finding out by surprise. I mean, that kind of stuff, I don't mind if you surprise me. You know what I mean?
But you would kind of get that stuff if you get a background check, right? Like, kind of, right?
I guess you would. I guess you would. I mean, they
guess
usually ask that when you make an account on Carfax or something. You know,
Carfax.
How many miles does your Mercedes have? And by the way, do you like spankings? You're like, what the fuck?
Yeah, exactly. Also, what gender are you? Are you a helicopter or what are you?
I always say it comes down to 2 things. What noise would your bare butt make on a slide on the way down? Is it or I don't know what that means. But what have you ever started to date somebody? Don't you know? No names, no specifics. Yeah. Have you ever? Oh, thank you so much for the sub, by the way. 3D Code Word.
Thank you.
Let me give these guys a sub video, but we gotta go into this one. Creepy things that you've come to find out about somebody that you're dating. Creepy things that you found out by mistake. You know, and you know what? We're not nothing too personal or doxing anything, but weird things that you found out while in a relationship, but like that one search would have helped make things a little bit easier for you. You know, I got one for me.
Oh yeah,
It'll blow your mind.
Tell me.
I dated a girl. For about 9 months. At first, you know, I thought she was cool. You know, she was like kind of hot and shit. So my friends were like, "Oh, dude, the hot chick," and I was like, "Yeah, I got the hot chick. I'm good to go." You know, I never had any problems. I'm a respectful person. I come from a good home, so I'm not like a pig or nothing. You know, we start mingling. 9 months go by, right, and I start to notice weird shit. Okay, this is like really strange. First off, she was just kind of like working at weird hours. Like it was like, I gotta go to work now, and I'm like, where the fuck? Dude, I end up finding out, long story short, after 9 months of dating her, she was a stripper. And I had no idea. And then one day I'm cleaning out her car to be nice, and I find the shoes and, yo, don't say nothing but tell us everything. Thank you so much for the bits. But that shocked me. That
because
shocked
she didn't
me.
tell you. Yeah, she was probably.
I had no idea.
She was probably maybe ashamed of it. That's why she.
No,
didn't
she
tell
wasn't.
You?
She was just a liar. Just a liar in general.
Oh, she was
yeah,
just
but
a liar. Oh, okay. Well.
yeah, it was very, very weird though. When I found out, I was like, damn, you know what the fuck?
Strippers make a lot of money. I don't know why she didn't tell you.
She didn't tell me, and she always asked for money. That's what made it even weirder. She was one of those, man. She was one of those. I'm being honest. Definitely.
But she was hot
danger
too.
zone.
Like she probably made She probably made more than you.
She was a model. She was you know, I'm not gonna dox anyone. She was an actual model for a model agency, which is fucking weird, dude.
And plus,
but that was
I bet she made a lot of money.
Who knows what it was? But that's one time that search would have probably saved me 9 months of my life. I would have been like, I'm not really sure if I want to, because you know, nothing against people that dance or whatever, but you know, maybe that's not what you were looking for. You know what I mean? So that's definitely one time where it benefited me.
I don't think I have anything like that. I don't think I ever dated somebody. I mean, I met a lot of people who were weird and who turned out to be, you know, criminals, you know, and
yeah, right. Some weird shit like that.
You know, were in jail, are going to jail, or you know, are in jail, or stuff like that.
Man.
Yeah.
I'm always like, what the fuck, dude? Like, why are you going to jail? What the hell, dude? You know?
No, I met a lot of people like that, but I never dated anyone.
Astro Sweet in chat says, "Oh my God, Vinna had the same experience, but I found out that I was a stripper. It blew my mind." They didn't know what was going on. Oh shit, I'm a stripper. You know, hey, you know, whatever. I don't make fun of anybody's choices in their life. Whatever they got to do to keep the lights on and pay the bills is their personal affair. You know what I mean? So it's.
I actually, you know, I always had this weird thought or weird like daydreaming thing where it was like, if I don't make it as a musician, I'm gonna be a stripper and I'm gonna make a lot of money.
I probably never thought the same thing because nobody wants to see Chris Farley dance naked on a stage. But it's I never tried stripping.
I never tried. I probably should because especially on TikTok, I saw like how many people being like, there's one TikTok that was like trending where it's like, oh my God, the sound is like, oh my God, you were a stripper, and then there's what you see is like women with like a lot of money and just putting it out there. Oh my God, you're a stripper. Oh my God, I don't know how you would ever do that. Like, why would you ever do that? You're such a whore. And they're just like, you know, showing off all their money. And I'm like, I kind of like, okay, I'm gonna quit streaming now. Yeah. Hi.
You know, it's kind of funny. Have you ever gone to an actual strip club before?
No, but I want to.
We should have taken you while you were here. I mean, it's like America's finest. It's like our coinage. But you know what? Here's what's weird. Okay, I'm not a prude. You know what I'm saying? I'm also not a pig, but I'm not a prude. But I feel so uncomfortable looking at a stripper in real life.
Why?
Oh, it's weird. I don't know how to explain it. Like, you're like, I feel weird. Like I'm confused. I'm confused because they're dancing and rubbing up on me. You know what I'm saying? My natural reaction is to be like, you know, and you can't touch them, so you got to sit there like this, you know. And it's just weird. Like, I start to feel bad for them. I'm like, oh man, dude. Like, every guy in here has rubbed his junk on that person's face tonight, you know. And I don't know. It's like I'll watch it on TV. I'll be like, hey, look, it's somebody naked on TV. But like in person, it's a little bit different. Like, it's a little bit. You're like, well then, you know, it's like, hi guys, I'm Cindy. I'm your stripper for tonight. And you're like, oh hey Cindy, how's it going? You turn around and she's like, and you're like, whoa, Cindy.
Cindy. For put those away. Oh God.
Cindy, shame on you. It's Grandma's birthday.
Yeah. Man, Grandma's here. Can't you see her? And Grandma's like, yeah, I like that.
Grimmin in chat says that's someone's daughter. Yeah, it's someone's. That ain't my fucking daughter, but that's somebody's
fine.
daughter.
Like, that's fine. I don't really think about that because I feel like that's fine. You know, it's, you know.
Look at her. Look at her.
What?
You froze for a second and it was like, that's fine.
Like, I feel like that's fine. There's no problem with being, you know, a stripper or a prostitute
Yeah,
or
dude, whatever, man.
a cam girl or, you know, whatever.
It's your life.
Person.
It's your life.
Yeah.
Do what you want to do. It's your life.
Like, do whatever. Like, those people probably have more fun than anybody who has the normal 9-to-5 job. Just saying.
And they're directly responsible for those weird categories on the hub that nobody clicks on. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Make your own category in life, ladies and gentlemen. Don't be a fucking follower. Be a leader.
Exactly. You tell them, Vin.
Yeah, you know, every once in a while I give out good advice. Every once in a while, you know.
But I was thinking, you know, the whole stripper thing, like, kind of like, you know, you make a lot of money. I actually wanted to go to a strip club when I was in America. I even took out a lot of like $1 bills and stuff.
$1 bills.
But then we didn't. We didn't go because I think I don't know why we didn't go actually.
Dude, they'll love you over there. They'll make you feel special all night as long as you got that money.
Yeah, I even was worried. I was like, am I even allowed in strip clubs? You know?
Are you? What do you mean, like, because you're from another country?
No, because, you know, I look like a stripper.
Oh my God, dude, it's a fucking MMA fight. You like literally confused the shit out of me.
Yeah,
I was like, wait a minute. This is Vincenzo. He coming from Italy. Do not let him near our strip clubs, you know.
I'm saying because I look like a stripper, you know? Especially if I have
playing the dick twist.
Especially if I have, like, you know, the clothes on that I normally have on. Like, I was also walking around, you know, looking, you know, because I leave the house looking, you know, like a stripper. So if I
so
go...
do I, man.
Yeah. Yeah. I'll
like
go out.
I'm like Ron Jeremy. People see me, they're like, there goes fucking baby Ron Jeremy. Yo, who's that streamer on Twitch that looks like Ron Jeremy?
I don't know.
What's that guy's name? He's got the mustache and shit. Looks like he's straight out of 70s porn. What was that guy's name? I'm gonna look it up right now. Hold on. I promise you I'll find it in one Google. Twitch streamer that looks like Ron Jeremy. Wait until you fucking see this guy. If you guys don't know who this is, guys. Vin wears the Borat bikini. Yes, I do.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, his name is Scuffed Ron Jeremy, I guess.
Oh, that's awesome.
Let me see if I can find him. Okay, so he's on here. I think he's on here with Raj Patel, and he's got the obvious same 3 or 4 girls that are always on here, Candy and whatever. So check this out. I'm gonna send you the link.
Yes.
Look at this fucking guy. Tell me, he looks like fucking Ron Jeremy, dude. It's unbelievable, and they said it too. I'm assuming this clip should be okay to play, right? I don't see anything.
Yeah.
It's Raj Patel.
Your mother was a porn star?
Yeah.
Yeah,
this
and
guy
I
right
don't know
here,
who my
guys.
father is.
Wait.
Oh.
Really?
Yeah.
Wait, you
What,
could
his
be
mom
Ron
is a porn
Jeremy.
star?
Wait a second.
Is that not
That's
Espen?
funny, man.
I mean,
No,
I never really
it's
thought
not.
of that.
Who is that?
Dude, no, do you actually not
Do
know
you know
this
what
guy?
mom she's ever slept with Ron Jeremy?
I thought it was Espen,
I'm
but
not
it's
gonna
not.
What's wrong with you? Who talks to their mom?
That's a really uncanny reason.
I would.
That's you know what the nickname is for Ron Jeremy?
Just
What?
like him. Go find
They
out.
call
if
him
it's
the
his
Hedgehog.
dad or not.
The hedgehog? Oh my god, that makes so much sense.
I can't ask that.
Yeah, exactly. But it's
That's weird.
he's a nice guy, man. I met him once. I was supposed to do a little bit with him with my friend Sean Weiss.
Yeah.
And my buddy had like a web series called, Sean Weiss is the goalie from the Mighty Duck, the Goldbergs.
No idea.
I don't know if that movie is more in America, whatever, but he was like a Disney guy. But it was kind of funny because that guy did a little skit with Ron Jeremy. It was like the funniest shit that I've ever seen in my life. Ron Jeremy's still kind of funny. He might be overweight and looks like a hedgehog, but he's definitely kind of funny. Ron's kid confirmed in chat, guys. He looks like that porno guy. I told you it looks like fucking Ron Jeremy, man. It looks legitly like Ron Jeremy.
Dude, what is this? There's like, who brought to you? Wait, what is this? This is a clip. Wait.
Okay, let's see what it is.
Here, I'm gonna show it.
Oh, what the fuck is that? What is this? Okay,
I
here
have
we
no
go.
idea.
Okay.
All right, let's hope it's not
This stream is brought to you by
It's on
Android
Twitch.
Coin,
It's fine.
Okay.
the #1 online cryptocurrency for your gaming needs.
What the fuck?
Okay. So this.
Who is this?
I have no idea, but this is on Raj. Brought to you by Engine Coin. I have no idea. I have no idea who this is, but
That looks like it hurts like fucking crazy, man.
imagine
I
it
wouldn't do
was
that.
on your nipples, though.
I don't even. I had a cousin of mine that used to. I don't shave my chest. I'm not a hairy person at all. But my cousin used to shave his chest and his arms and shit. If you bumped into this guy at the fucking swimming pool, it was like a porcupine hit you. You know what I mean? I was like, oh, you know. He was like, I don't like hair, bro. I gotta be like a real man. I gotta shave off. I'm like, bro, I don't even know what the fuck you look like, but the sun is blinding me off of your body right now. You know what I mean? Yeah, there's some weird, but hey, man, I guess waxing made it a lot easier for everybody. Like, for sure.
I guess. I don't know. Is that like? I don't know.
That looks painful. That looks fucking painful as hell. It doesn't look fun. That's for sure. I mean, it's. Jeez, man. Jeez Louise is what they used to say somewhere. I'm not sure where.
Jeez Louise.
Jeez Louise. Imagine if your name was Louise.
Yeah.
You had to hear that all the time. Louise Jazz. Come over here, Louise Jazz.
Louise Jazz. Oh my god.
Remember the first time that my Facebook, for some fucking reason, recommended that me and you be friends? And I was like, who the fuck is this person? Because it has your real. Remember I messaged you on Facebook? I was like, are you SaraJazz?
No.
And you're like, what the fuck?
Oh, wait.
I'm like, why does Facebook know that much about us?
Yeah,
Why does
what the
Facebook
fuck?
know
Wait,
that
did you
much
send
about
me? Did you send me a friend request?
No, I never use Facebook. I leave it on there for family
Why did you
members to
not send
cry
me a
about.
friend request?
Oh God, because I don't know if I don't know if there was like the break the streamer code. You're not supposed to know my real life, and I'm like, okay, fine.
I mean, not like we hung out in real life or anything, you know.
Dude, I can accept you in Facebook and then put you into your own group, SaraJazz.
It's SaraJazz, fan
Can a
group.
killer butthole be waxed? I wouldn't even mess around. Like, be careful, dude. You probably hurt yourself. Be careful.
Yeah, I have another
Fucking-
clip. I have another clip.
Oh God, here it is.
Here. I don't know what it is, but it's interesting. Somebody is crying. Dad roasted me. Full argument. I kind of want to watch
Oh
this.
shit. Okay.
I got.
Let's
Yeah?
bring it up.
Let's go.
Yeah, let's go.
I mean, drama's always good.
I'm literally fucking.
Is she really crying? Life is terrible. My parents bought me my bedroom set and my quilt.
Okay.
Wait,
Well,
what's this? Looks like me video editing.
yeah. Same. No, that's
Oh my
me.
God, dude.
That's me looking at my numbers. This is me looking at my numbers and my streaming numbers.
I'm literally fucking done today.
I can't relate to this. I cannot relate to this at all.
What?
I
Crying on
don't
stream?
remember. No, I know. I never don't remember the last time my dad yelled at me and made me cry. You know what I mean? Oh, that's her music playing in loop, and I thought it was like my music, and I kept listening to it.
Yeah.
What was that music saying? Do you hear the music? It's like, "Girl, don't make me fucking cry at night." I'm like, all right. Yeah, I was. Look at this photograph. Is that you playing one-arm drums? You saw that video too?
Yeah.
He was like, look
at this graph. So good. Oh my god, we should look at stupid vines memes. But also we have been streaming for almost 3 hours, so I don't know if you want to do that.
For 3 hours. Later tonight I have a meeting with the higher ups to figure out how does one do a 24-hour stream. I've never done one before and I'm actually nervous.
Who is the higher ups?
Holy shit, be careful on that fucking live stream fails. There's like a clip with topless women in it, by the way, just letting you know.
What?
It's the second time that this happened to me. The first, dude, a couple of weeks ago, I was watching Twitch.
Why did you click on it?
No, I didn't click on it. I'm scrolling down to see different clips,
Yeah.
and one of them is like a deck of cards with topless women on it.
Oh, great. Did you
Crying on stream.
Did you show it on stream? Are you fine?
Boombox, eh?
Are you okay?
I'm laughing at something else.
No,
but
okay.
I was on stream. I was scrolling through a bunch of different streams and shit, right?
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, like, boom! I swear to God, I'm not making this shit up. I'm like, you know what? We're gonna go on a commercial break. So I happened to click the button so you couldn't see my web browser anymore. You know?
Yeah.
Thank God that I did, because as soon as I scrolled a little bit more, for some weird reason, there was gay porn on Twitch that day again. And it was like 1,000 people watching, and I was like, oh my God. I'm like, if I would have clicked on that like 2 minutes earlier, it would have been all over my stream. Like, hey,
was
guys,
it on
look at me.
Ninja's channel?
I was just about to say, I was gonna be like, hey guys, welcome back. I'm Ninja. Ninja must have, I wonder if he was so mad when that happened. Like the night that he found out, like, what do you mean you're not on Twitch anymore, bro? Your channel's on right now.
Yeah.
That would have been
And you're
comedy
like,
right there.
excuse you, what? What did you just say?
What does one talk about? Well, I guess that is chatterbait when you think about it. But what does 1,000 people talk about while watching that in the same chat room? Hey guys, this is really good. The sound quality is clear. What the fuck?
No, I think I know what they talk about. They're like, how did Twitch staff still not see this? Like, and they reported, and they're like, how is Twitch staff like sleeping right now? How are they not shutting this down?
They do shut it off though if you go over a whole bunch of like different like if you get like 1,000 reports, they immediately shut it off, right?
Yeah, that's what happened to me. That's why I got mass reported, and as an affiliate, they.
That was probably somebody that didn't like you. That was probably somebody that wanted to talk to the manager.
Yeah, that was a few people that wanted to talk to the manager. You know.
Man, dude, I've had a couple people in my streaming career try to talk to the manager.
Really?
Yeah, I could tell. There's like weird things that go on. Because there's weird shit that goes on with my Twitch channel, and then I get botted, and then like the notifications don't go through, and then my connection times out, and then my fucking API key gets revoked. Like there's just been way too much weird shit. I went to school for network administrations. I'm not a fucking idiot. You know what I'm saying? Like I would have to be a moron to not assume. They're playing a clip of my site.
They are? What? Let me see. What are they playing? What are they playing? Oh. What is that? How do you trigger that?
It's inside as a command on my bot. And it plays that fucking video file.
Okay.
It's the good old Dick Twisted. Have you ever seen it?
No, I haven't.
On YouTube? Oh my God, dude, this is an MMA fight. Twist his dick. You don't know about that?
Dash? No, I don't.
What?
No, I don't.
I thought I showed it to you last time. There's nothing bad about it. It's just fucking funny as hell. Everybody for some reason in my community loves it.
You probably did.
With the MMA fight and that dude that's like, oh my God, dude, MMA fight or whatever the fuck he says. Here, I'll send it to you.
And then he said twist his dick. Yeah.
For no apparent reason, yeah, there you go. You just save it for a cold, lonely night or something.
I'll let people. Oh yeah.
I don't know why we find it. That guy's face in the bottom right is fucking hysterical. Dude. He's like, oh my God, those MMA fight. That guy's drunk as shit in the yellow shirt.
Twist his dick.
It's a finishing move. You never played Mortal Kombat when it's like twist him.
Yeah. Twist his dick. Okay, here I'll share this.
SaraJazz wins.
SaraJazz. Wait. SaraJazz twisted the dick. Here.
You just got like four new Patreon people because of that.
4 new Patreon people. Dick twisting.
This is a great channel, man. They do a lot of twisting on there, you know?
Nice. Okay, I don't know what this is, but I think it's a lot of just memes, so probably you know a few and I know a few, and we both probably don't know any.
All right, let me see. Why does that not open?
Oh, you're not here? Okay.
No, I was still twisting dicks. Give me 1 second.
Oh, sorry. Well, fuck.
Join the room. Okay.
Join the room. Okay, let's go.
What is this? It's like a Barbie doll.
It's like a meme compilation.
Is a hamster? No, I'm not seeing that. I'm seeing a hamster with a Band-Aid.
What?
No, I'm just kidding. Go ahead. What the fuck was that? That would have fucked me up. That would have fucked me up. I would be honest.
Are you scared of cockroaches?
I don't like bugs that run quick. I don't like. I'm like an easy guy. I go slow.
Oh, okay. So do you like spiders?
No, Definitely not. Do you like spiders?
No. Ew.
Because if you want, I can go. Oh, what was that? Did you see that?
Go for it.
That was great.
The noise is like, whoa! Can we watch that again?
Yes.
Oh, shit.
It's so good. Why is it so stupid?
Yeah, why is it that should be like a fucking award ceremony for that
Right?
guy. Fishmouth.
Holy
shit.
Oh, this is gonna end badly. This is gonna end badly.
Show me something, Jew.
God.
Show me something.
By the way, you can also pause it.
What up?
You gave him a fucking Uno card?
Gives him money.
Thank you. Yep.
Are you a cowboy?
What?
Are you a cowboy?
What the fuck? Oh, look at this. Computer's playing tic-tac-toe? All right. Oh my god!
Yes! Dude.
What is this?
Brain exploded.
What the hell happened there? What? Wait a minute. Pause that. What kind of fucking chair was that?
Oh, I don't
That's
know.
not a normal chair. That's not a normal chair. I'll tell
No,
you
did
that
you
much.
not see that it like broke?
Oh, that's what happened?
Yeah, it broke. Look.
Oh my! I thought he did a magic trick with his hands, and a
No,
spike
look.
came through his chair.
You can
Okay, let's
also
watch it again.
you can also pause and stuff, right? Look.
No one's gonna believe him. No one's gonna believe
No.
him. What the fuck? Oh, it's Rainbow Road. Look at this guy. What?
What happened?
Caught mom smoking?
Oh.
God, I hope she's smoking back there.
You ready? I thought we was in Vegas. I said, are you ready?
Lincoln Park? Oh, no.
Why is this so stupid? Oh.
I thought that was real for a second. I
Yeah,
swear to
right?
God. The fucking cat's not sure about itself. Cats for the people that brought you people.
Right? Oh.
Whoa.
What happened there? Oh, shut the fuck up. What is this? Okay. Oh, this is great.
This is why I don't like cats. They creep me out.
Really? They do?
No, I'm just fucking around.
Oh. I was like, you don't like cats? Oh. Oh god.
What is that?
Oh no.
What is that?
Ew! Ew! Ew!
Look at that. That's really disgusting. That is really disgusting.
Oh, that's so cute.
What the ASMR with a fucking cat?
It's cat with reverb.
This is not gonna make it.
I don't know what they're doing, but this is horrible.
Left fart, left fart.
Uh-oh.
Oh my god!
Well, that is a very that
It's a very
that
smart
dog
dog.
knows. Yeah, that dog
Yeah,
fucking
he's
knows.
very smart. He's woke. He's woke.
Oh. Oh. Ooh. Well, he's gone. He's gone.
He's going. He went home. He went home.
What the fuck?
Vin, you missed it. You missed it, Vin.
Damn Texas.
What, Texas?
All right, No, not Texas. Just Texas.
Everybody. He doesn't like Texas. Everybody.
I love
Vin
Texas.
hates
All my
Texas.
exes are from Texas. All my exes live in Texas.
All your exes are from Texas? Well, that says a lot, right?
That's why I stay out of that area. Completely out of there.
Look.
Those are so good.
What the fuck?
Oh!
No! No.
What's this? What's this? Oh, that was good. That was good. That was really good.
Oh. That's so stupid. Oh. Great.
Nothing goes. Oh! No, stop it. Stop it.
That's not even. What?
Who's this?
Oh, this is one of the people that you said that you were like with the hand. It's the same thing.
Oh my god!
He's got a card?
Yeah.
Here we go. Look at this.
Oh, this is
That looks like
epic.
fun.
We should do that.
I don't think it would work. I don't think it would work. Someone would get hurt. Someone would definitely get hurt. I know that. What's this guy doing?
He's looking for his phone.
It's on his back, dude.
Yeah, it's stuck.
There it is. There it is. Oh my god! Oh my god! That was scary for like a second.
Yeah, right?
Look at this guy's got a little fucking house. That's funny as hell.
I kind of want
That's the
that.
kind of shit you see when you're high.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for the follow. Oh my god!
I mean, good aim though, right?
Yeah, at least they got where they're going. That didn't go. Go
What's
so
that
well.
even?
Look at the little fish.
No, that's not
Oh, I
fish.
thought they were fish. I thought they were fish. I was like, what the fuck?
That's not fish.
Yo, these are funny as hell. Like, okay,
Yeah.
everybody retreat. Everybody retreat. All right, fuck it, boys. Let's go back for more.
Oh.
What is
Ew.
that?
Oh.
Okay.
Oh my god.
It's like a booger. Oh, he's getting water.
Yeah, that's so cute.
Hey, he's smart. He's smart. What the hell? That thing would bite me. I bet you that thing would bite me.
Yeah, just like Piggy.
The hell? my mom would have done that.
Yeah,
My mom would have done that.
That's me as a parent.
You don't want to walk, Vincent? I'll make you walk.
I'll make you walk, little shit.
I gave you those legs.
Something just entered the upper atmosphere.
What the fuck? Thomas the Train?
Yeah, fucking Thomas the Train, dude.
What?
Oh, the handbrake is down. Oh, the handbrake is down. Handbrake is down.
What is he saying?
Oh,
The handbrake. The handbrake is down.
The handbrake.
Handbrake is down.
They think their car is rolling away.
Yeah.
Paper foods. I was saying, oh, the handbrake's down. Oh, geez, the handbrake is down.
The handbrake is down.
The handbrake is down.
The handbrake down. The handbrake's down.
Fucking asshole.
Right.
Oh my god.
Why? Just why? Oh god.
Bow, 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 bow. I wish dogs made that sound.
Right? Every time they.
Pretty good song. That was my cowboy thing at the end.
Finger gunning. Oh my god, it's so cute! Why is it so cute? My god.
What the fuck is that?
Spaghetti!
How did he find out how to do that?
Yeah, how? Why? Like, why?
And he built that entire thing to do that.
Yeah.
What the hell?
Is this art?
My
Would you say
father
this is
saw this,
art?
he would be so upset.
Would you say this is art?
Somebody would. I don't think I would. I don't know even what to make of this.
So, okay, wait. So for real though, like, what today? What now? Like, all of these things would have been art like 10 or 20 years ago. Nowadays, what's the difference between memes and art? You tell me, Vin.
Yeah, I guess you're right. Memes, I almost think that like memes are like the digital form of art for people these days. And I think it also leaves a bumper. So if something's too fucking stupid and, you know, it's not good art, you can just laugh at it and say it's a good meme. You know what I mean?
Yeah, right? So
it's kind of,
but like for real, like
man,
think
somebody's
about
shit.
Think about people like Andy Warhol or like all those people who did like
right.
really like, you know, installation and crazy stuff like in the
Cutting edge and new wave.
In like in the 20th century, you know, like 19 I don't know, after 1945 or something. After 1945, like there was a lot of, you know, new art and shit and installation and stuff. This is like, this would so fit in there. They would do stuff like that.
Yeah.
So what is the difference between memes and art nowadays?
The attention span. I think the new generation doesn't have the attention span to consider it art, which means they would have to put it somewhere and revisit it all the time when they go see a nice art exhibit.
Yeah.
With a meme, it's just a quick fix, man. It's a boom. It's a culture appropriate quick fix. You got your meme, and now go home.
But
you know what I mean? That's what's.
Isn't it kind of art? Because it kind of touches on what is going on, like also politically, like all the World War III.
I've seen weird art.
You know, and
yeah,
stuff
I've
like
seen
that.
some weird. I've seen some weird. Let me see if this one on. Yogo. Here, you're gonna like this. This is considered art too, by the way.
Send it to me.
There we go. And then you can play it inside that watch together thing, right?
Yeah.
Okay, here you go. Here you go.
Oh, fucking Yoko Ono. Oh, right here.
This is art. This is art. I know people that get
mean-
triggered from this immediately.
Yeah. Yep. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Watch what she does. Get ready for this.
I know what Yoko Ono does. Yep. I know. I'm mentally prepared. I hope you are too, chat.
People have gathered. People have gathered
Yeah,
there
I
to
hope you
watch
are
this.
too,
All right.
chat. Let's go.
Oh my god, dude. Ow. Wow. 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 It's my favorite part. My favorite part. This part is my very artistic favorite part.
Yeah.
You know. Yo. Let's pause this for a second. Let's just pause this for a second here, okay? In all honesty, like, okay, if I was like a teenager and I asked my parents for a ride because I have to go see some art at the mall, you know, my father would have killed me if he had to sit there and watch that shit. In fact, I showed my old man that video. I'm like, you remember the Beatles? He's like, yeah, Beetle. I said, yo, look, remember Yoko Ono? He's like, yeah, Yoko Ono. I'm like, look what she does now.
Yeah, I know.
I want to know. I want to know what her friend's reaction were the first time she did that. The very first time she did it. But she's guys, I'm thinking about having a concert. Like, oh, really, Yoko? What are you gonna do? Well, I'm gonna start it with a little
Guy Barcelona, can you link that? Because Guy Barcelona just said, did you see the video of when John Lennon and Chuck Berry were singing and Yoko decided to join in? Do you have that as a link, Guy?
Oh my God! Let's see if that'd be
I want to watch that. If you can find that, that would be awesome. But yeah, this
back then it was funny like that.
But this is what I'm saying. Like, this is art. Or where you have, there was also like an art video. Who was it? There was also like a big artist who made a video of him pretending to be
Found it.
What you found? What
I found it. Chuck Berry and John Lennon react to senseless screaming of Yoko Ono.
Link it?
Yeah.
Watch it?
I don't think we need. I think I only got that part too, so we don't have to watch the whole thing.
Okay, awesome. So we all know what. Oh my God! Wait, his face from the get-go already. Let's see.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
He used to carry his guitar in a gunny sack, posted beneath the tree by the railroad track.
She cut the volume to her microphone. Oh my god.
Strumming with the rhythm that the driver made. People passing by, they would stop and say, "Oh my, but that."
What the
He's like,
fuck?
He's like, man. Johnny, go.
It's a good song though. I mean,
Johnny, go.
people were so different back then. Complete a different fucking world on it. So that guy's face, he made the face of like, you better turn that shit down now. You know what I mean?
I can so see that Chuck Berry he's like, that fucking crazy lunatic bitch. What the hell? Like, get off of my stage.
That's art. I mean, I guess that's you know, but you know what? That was a thing though. There was a, like you said, with you know, with who did we say before? It's not coming to mind right now. The dude with the banana, Velvet Underground.
Andy Warhol.
You said the artist, Andy Warhol. There you go. I couldn't figure it out for a second there. Back then, it was like a thing. Like the more weirder and the more modern art, and like some of this shit was like, what the fuck are we watching? You know what I'm saying? But you know what though? A lot of people, I bet you, in about 20 years or so, will probably look back in the 90s when Marilyn Manson was doing his thing, and that was considered art. And Marilyn Manson was very artistic, even though if you don't agree with it or like it, but you know.
But you're right. And that's like, but that's what I'm saying. Like, there's so much weird shit, and at the time it had its, like, I studied art history actually, so like at the time it had so it had like its sense that the things that people like Andy Warhol and other people from that time did what they did because it was new and it was never done before. You know, it was like completely ridiculous, and it was a way to kind of go against traditional art, if that makes sense. But now, like, that makes no sense anymore because it has already been done, and that's not the idea, to, you know, continue doing senseless shit. But like, because it's in contemporary art is still doing completely ridiculous shit, like, I don't know, like the guy, who was the artist that just put with like a banana with the duct tape? Yeah, so ridiculous shit like that. But like nowadays,
this shit, I'm out.
Fuck this shit, I'm out.
I would never do that. I don't know what that is.
You would never do that? No.
She said, nowadays, would you ever? I was like, no, never.
Oh, please, guys, go follow Sakura. He's awesome. Thank you so much. Muito obrigado, Sakura. Beijinhos. Ben, what'd you say in Italian?
What I say? It was just funny because you're like, have you ever? I'm like, no, never done that. Never even heard of it before. You know what I mean? But I think you're right. I think you're right though. I think like every couple of years too, I think that art kind of like reinvents itself or has to reinvent itself to be more applied to the current time. You know what I'm saying? Like, because there's a lot of shit from back in the day that people are like, fuck that. I'm not watching that. Like Yoko Ono screaming, that sounds like help. It doesn't sound like fucking, you know, art. Sounds like she's in pain.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like, where you have such ridiculous things, like bananas put on a wall with a duct tape, but you have memes doing the same thing. You know, memes are basically the same thing, where just, you know, somebody would actually do that, and that's a viral meme, right? But like that could be a thing. Where's the difference? How are memes not art, and how is contemporary art where the contemporary is completely like ridiculous? How is that not only memes, you know?
You know what comes to mind? And like, you know, to break it down on a deeper level, it's probably because you can't fucking copyright a meme. Like, if I make a meme off of SaraJazz, that's SaraJazz's face that's on the meme. I can't really copyright that and call that mine, but artwork, Mona Lisa, you know what I'm saying? Like, you kind of know, like, you're like, yo, that's a piece of fucking artwork and it resides in the museum. Like, maybe it's because how quickly memes are thrown away. You know, like we remember them, but we don't have a meme museum, you know? or
Yeah,
the
but
history of memes.
There is graphic art though. There's like digital art though, where you can just print it and print it and print it and print it again.
Right.
And you can just make it and make you so you could have the same art as I have it, but it's like it's still the art. It's still an art piece, but we have the same thing, and you know it's. Although it's like done and done again because it's like digital art, for example. That's how it's.
Yeah.
That's how it's done, right? So like legit. This is a legit question. Like,
It's a
why
great question,
are memes
man.
not art? Because it basically is the same thing. Like in the '60s.
Maybe Boombox Head is into that kind of stuff. Maybe he would be able to help us with it because I know you know what he does. He's got crypto. I don't want to say it wrong, but he's in chat right now, and he said to you, he said, Sarah, I'd puff with you and talk art stuff. He's digging it. He says. But Boombox Head does this new form of artwork, man, where you're correct me if I'm wrong, you're selling the digital art pieces with cryptocurrency, and the hashtag for the actual file is what you're buying. So you legally own that fucking crypto art.
Yeah.
Crypto art, that's what he calls it.
Yeah.
Crazy shit, man. I mean, maybe we'll see it, Sarah. Maybe we'll see it in like 10 years or so. Hey, remember that meme from the Vive? And then like maybe there'll be a meme museum. Maybe there'll be a place. This is the great meme of 97 and the great meme of 94.
But memes kind of like art is the representation of the, you know, the current political situation, the current societal situation, you know, the current like humor, sense of humor, right? Like memes are kind of are that, right? They are they kind of display
cultural.
Yeah, it's cultural. It's very cultural. Even if we might say it's stupid and it doesn't make any sense, it's still like a representation of what is happening currently. So, how is it different to art? Like are memes art? You know?
I think they are. They're part of the cultural times. I mean, I think they are because they're made. It's like it's a rough one, man. It's like. And in order for a meme to achieve that kind of reputation, it has to be accepted by the people, and it has to be viral, and it has to become a meme, you know? Whereas, you know, with art, somebody makes art and says, this is what this is, and this is my work of art. You know what? Honestly, I would say maybe it is. I think memeing is a fucking type of art form. I think it is, you know? Just like YouTubing or those crazy edits that everybody's used to, or that the culture of a run, and then it's like with that loud music. Like, I think it's all very. I don't know. It's weird. It's like appropriate to the times too, or something. You know.
Yeah.
It's interesting because the meme thing is very, very internet age. You know what I mean? Like out of the internet age came the hardcore meme culture because like everything becomes a meme. Everything has a chance to become a meme. Being a meme is not discriminative. It doesn't discriminate against anybody or anything.
Yeah.
Anything can be a meme. So it's, I don't know. It's rather interesting. You know what I would meme the fuck out of right now? Some chicken nuggets from McDonald's. I would eat the hell out of those goddamn things.
You should get some then.
Oh man, I might actually have to do that. I mean, I foresee myself eating something.
Memes are, because Big Balls just said the Epstein meme was at the Golden Globes. Like memes are not only on the internet. Like even companies are trying to meme stuff like poorly, but like in advertising or something. Some of them use memes. There is memes in TV and stuff. Like memes act like, you know, it's. I think if you go from the definition of art, right? Like, how would you define art?
I think it is.
What is art?
I would define art as something that captures the moment of a person's feelings, be it on a canvas or in any kind of way. I think art is an expression of a person's feelings in the moment that they created it. I know that sounds fucking crazy, but I really think just like a picture, you're capturing a moment. You know what I'm saying? And for people that, you know, I can't draw. I'm not really like that, but. You know, I write music. I've been writing music and poetry and lyrics and stories for years. And I think that really when you're writing something or when you're drawing something or when you're writing a piece of music or play, you're capturing that moment. That very moment is captivated and it's an expression of what you were thinking or feeling in that very moment. That's what I think art is. Art is a story. Art is a story that is being told in its own unique way. Yeah. I know that sounds really fucking crazy, but that's how I picture it. That's how I picture it.
No, that makes a lot of sense. And yeah, so I would actually would say that memes could fit into that, right?
I would say yeah. I would say yeah.
It's crazy.
Boombox Head.
Yeah.
You got a great point, man. Boombox Head says you're right, Vin. Documentation taking credit for art is art market, but all the things that are art, some forms with no credit, they just go. They just a way to express it. Again, it's just expressing. I think it's mainly, and kind of like when you know this as a musician, when you write a good song, what makes a song a hit song is how many people connect to it. You know what I'm saying? And I think that also maybe that's what makes an art masterpiece. How many people feel it? How many people get what was coming from that piece of art? You know, meme does the same thing. So hell yeah, they're both a form of art. We just went around in a circle, but we got right back to it. Meme is a work of art. There you go, man.
Yeah, I think meme is art. Yeah. You heard me first though, because I don't really think that anybody says that memes are art, but I genuinely believe that memes are the art form of nowadays. You don't make money with it though.
No.
But,
well, maybe you do though. Like you know that guy, the Fat Jew. You know who that is? His name is actually the Fat Jew, guys. He's like a
I don't know.
What is that called? He's one of those Instagram people. You know, like influencer. You know what I'm saying, or whatever you want to call it. He that dude, literally, like his whole career that's on Instagram and shit is almost built over taking memes and like republishing them and shit. You know what I'm saying? So like, I don't know. I think there's a whole world behind it on its own. But I think memes are an art form. I think they're definitely an art form. I wouldn't disargue that. That's definitely a valid point. You know. But then again, art can be anything.
That's true.
It can be anything. I could fall down the fucking stairs and break my head open, and if the blood stain looks like Elvis, that's art.
I mean, yeah, because you know, since 19, I don't know, after 1945, there's a lot of art that isn't even defined as something that has to be made consciously. So that makes sense, yeah, with the blood.
I think we see art. We see art every day of our lives. And when I was a young kid and I used to take psychedelics like mushroom or LSD or something like that, it was the 90s, you know?
Yeah.
I always asked myself this question. I'm like, is what I'm seeing inside my mind from what I took, or was it always there and now I'm seeing it? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's kind of funny because a lot of people that do that kind of stuff, you know, the colors and the shapes and sizes, we're almost, as humans, attracted towards that kind of shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And the mind creates its own fucking art, man. It creates its own art, even subconsciously, without even knowing it's doing it. You know what I mean?
I mean,
we do
that's
this
where art comes
every day
from,
of our
right?
lives. Yeah, yeah.
Mind,
It's either that and voyeuristic pictures of me that people took in the shower.
Did I tell you this story already? I did tell you the story of this.
About the shower?
No, about the guy, the photographer who I was invited to, and then he showed me a picture of. Did I not tell you about this story?
I don't think I've ever heard of this one before.
I was invited to. So this guy, right? He lived in the same city as me, and for some reason he knew. And I was with my ex still, and he invited us both into his home to, you know, make dinner. So he made dinner and invited us, and we
make dinner.
Yeah, he
Guys,
cooked dinner.
guys, like this. Look, make dinner.
So he cooked some dinner, right? And he's a photographer, right? And we knew each other because he photographed a lot of our concerts, right? So we knew each other because, you know, he's a photographer, and photographers are always at concerts, and so musicians always know, like, journalists and photographers a lot and stuff like that. So he invited us, and we went there, and I saw a lot of his pictures. Like, he showed us his art, you know, his photographs, right?
There's a picture of you in a shower or something. That's what I'm waiting for.
No. Wait for it. So he's showing pictures, you know, of like aesthetic things like naked women from behind and stuff like, very like aesthetic, right, and stuff like that. So we are in between the soup and the first entree or whatever, and I'm just finishing my soup, and he slides like a page. Like a page like this.
Oh God!
Like a little page, and he's like, "Hey, look at this. This is one of my favorite ones," and it's literally his penis. Literally his penis. It's a picture of his dick. Yeah. On with stuff written on it, just newspaper stuff or whatever.
Stuff written on his dick
Yeah.
or on the picture?
No, on the picture. And he's like, this is I'm very proud of this. And yeah, he slid a fucking and then I looked at it and was like, yeah, great art. And my ex was like, it was then my boyfriend, right?
Your ex was like, well, we gotta get the fuck out of
yeah,
here.
He was. He looked at it and was like, to me, he was like, calm the fuck down. I was like, when he
GM.
turned around, I was like, calm down. He was like,
Sarah, Boombox Head says it's a new way of sliding into DMs with a paper.
Right?
Sliding under the door and shit, you know what I mean? Dude, what the fuck? That's weird,
that was
man.
literally giving you an unsolicited dick pic in real life.
You know what was really creepy? This is what makes me just completely, my mind gets blown, all right? I was around before cell phone and dick pics became a thing. I was actually there when it was born, because nobody was sending dick pics on fucking AOL back in 95. It's not what you do.
True.
The technology wasn't there. Nobody had a digital camera, let alone a scanner and all. Okay. Recently, probably within the last 2 or 3 months, Gumi opened up a Facebook page for the Man-Child Show. Now, I have one on there. We don't really fuck with it and blah, blah, blah. Yo, no joke. Within couple of hours of having the page, multiple men, not even messaging, would just call with them exposed naked completely. And I'm like, yo, what the fuck?
You accepted those? You accepted the calls?
At first she was like, somebody's trying to call me. So it was me and Sloth. Sloth was visiting. And I'm like, dude, fucking hit that shit. I want to see what the guy is saying. As soon as it turned on, that's it. Just naked, exposed man laying on his bed. And I'm like, what the fuck? He's more comfortable than I am. You know what I'm saying? I couldn't believe it. And I said to myself, whatever happened to romancing the stone? What the fuck is this? There wasn't even hello. For all you know, it could have been a fucking dog that found a lost cell phone and unlocked it by mistake. And that's where you're they had no idea what was on the other end. It could have been anybody, anything, anyone. It's, oh my God, man. It's commonplace. It's commonplace. So the dude printing one on a piece of paper, that doesn't surprise me. It was probably glossy and high resolution,
Yeah.
Do you still have the picture?
No, he didn't give it to me because it was art, obviously. He just showed it to us, I was literally holding my spoon with soup in my mouth, and I was like, and I gave it to my then boyfriend, and his face changed, and I knew he was so mad.
Would have been even more confusing if that was your ex-boyfriend's dick on that. That would have been like, why does this guy? Let's get out of here now. Why does he have this picture? Some people, dude. Everybody always had that one friend that had no qualms of showing you their naked body part. And you're like, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? But hey, man, it's I guess I don't know, man.
You know
I don't
what
know.
the best part was? He showed us this, and then an hour later, because we didn't leave, I was like, it's rude to just leave, and my then boyfriend
we
was
can't
like,
pick and leave.
Yeah, he was like, I'm gonna kill this guy, right? And he showed you a picture of his dick, what the fuck?
It is rude, man. It is rude.
And I was like, no, it's rude to leave, just calm down and shit like that. And then an hour later or something, the dude was like, I'm so glad that you guys aren't stuck up, Other people who would see that picture would be like, oh, what the fuck? But you guys were super nice about it.
How
super
many
cool.
people did he show it to? What the it's trial and error with this guy. He's like, well, what do you think about it? That's pretty fucking wild, man. You know what would have made that story even funnier?
What?
If you got nervous after he gave you the picture and you thought that he was giving it to you as a gift, so you put it in your purse, and then the guy didn't know how to ask for it back.
Yeah.
And he's like, can I get my picture back? It's art. It's art.
Also,
man.
Also another thing. So because being a musician, you have to deal a lot with artists too. Not only photographers, but also painters and stuff like that. Because sometimes you're booked for their venue and their gallery art exposure and whatever. And there was this one artist. She had like huge paintings, right? Huge paintings. And it's literally just her. She basically painted her body and just pressed her body on the canvas, you know? Like, you can see the nipples and the boobs and, you know, the thighs and stuff like that. And then there's like paintings of like a vagina, but like kind of abstract, but you can see it. And then there's like stuff coming out of it, like, and stuff like that. And yeah, like water coming out of that, of there. And like it was called Ecstasy.
Jesus Christ, dude.
And
Where
then-
did they even come up with this shit?
And then this old lady went and saw these and was like, ecstasy, how interesting. I don't know what that represents, but, you know, I'm thinking about, you know, a nice little, you know, landscape or whatever. And then she looked at the canvas that was huge. It was huge, and it was like her. She pressed herself on it like 4 or 5 times or something, you know? So you could see boobs, nipples, like
That's
pressed
so
on with
weird,
like thighs
man.
and stuff. And she was like, those are nice frogs. She thought that like we're
Dude.
eyes and...
A friend of mine, this guy that I was friends with in high school, he had a hot mom. This made the story even more worse, okay? The mom was smoking hot for like an older woman. This is way before the MILF movement and shit, you know?
Yeah.
This is like a regular lady. She's a regular person. This motherfucker has us at his house one time, and he's like, well, we can go to my dad's hunting room. And his dad had like all these trophies and shit. And right there in the middle of the room is a picture of his mom, topless and naked, but painted like an artist. But the artist was so good that you were like, bro, I can't look over there. Your mom's naked on the fucking wall, you know? It's just so funny. But I remember you'd always, like, as soon as you would walk in and open the door, like, you were met with this naked woman that was like 12 feet tall, because it's a big picture, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And every time he's like, it's so weird to be down here. I'm like, bro, if that was my mom, I would never come down here. Like, I would never look at that, you know? But it's, you know, art, it comes in many, many different forms, like 100%, you know?
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
I think it might be that time, Sarah. I'm going to close to 4 hours. I got a prior engagement with a meeting that takes place tonight to find out if I'm going to lose sleep for the next 2 days.
You're going to do that
It's gonna be fun.
tomorrow? The 24 hours?
I might be doing it tomorrow, man. Might be doing it tomorrow.
That's crazy.
Never done one before. Hopefully, you know, we make it through. We have a lot of coffee, a lot of beverages, and then it should be. Me too. I hope it does. I really hope it does.
That sounds like a lot of.
It's gonna be crazy, man. I'm gonna have to like make my own picture and slide it under the table with people. Like, here, look, this is my business card. You know,
Here, this is my dick.
art. It's art. This is my dick.
This is my dick. Take it.
One day you're gonna be 80 years old, and you're gonna hope to God the NSA saved all those pictures of when you looked great in your 20s.
I actually said I have a Patreon, right? But I don't. You know, there's nothing naked on there. I mean, not
Just
me.
an elbow.
There's maybe other people naked, but not me. Subscribe to my
Other people
Patreon
stop
to see Vin naked.
If you guys want to see Sarah naked, subscribe to my Patreon.
But
All of a sudden we get this pick rate.
But I told him when I'm like 69 and I still have a Patreon, then I will post pictures of me naked now. So like when I'm 69, pictures of me when I was young, I'm gonna be like, dude, I looked hot when I was young.
What a great idea. What a great idea. I never really thought I'm looking forward to being like super old, like 70, so I can send naked pictures of an old man to people. How fucking funny would that be? Like, dude, why'd you send me that old man? Like, bro, we're both old. You know what I'm saying? Like,
to your friends, you're like,
yeah, dude. I gotta get my friends back because my friends send me stupid shit like 20. Sarah, have you seen the New Year's video?
what? No.
I'm gonna send you this video if I still have it, but you can't show it on stream. All you can show is just your facial reaction. Okay. You can't play it on stream. You cannot play it on stream. Okay, I'm gonna send this to you really quick.
Yeah.
Because
Does
this
it have
video.
sound?
I don't think so. No, it doesn't.
Okay.
Yeah, let me send you this video. This is just stupid. Just in case, mute it. But you know, watch this. Get ready for this.
Yeah. Okay.
Your facial reaction. You're gonna be like, and then at the end of the show, this motherfucker sent me the stupidest video that I've ever seen in my life. Now, when it was sent to me, Sarah, This is what it said underneath it. It said, "Did you miss New Year's Eve ball drop?" And I'm like, "No, I watched it on the internet." Okay, so this is New York City New Year's Eve. Watch this. Here we go.
Okay.
Do not play that on stream again. Okay, here we go.
I'm gonna just put my face.
Let's watch your face. Yeah, let's watch your face.
Watch my face.
And then you can share with your Discord community.
Okay. No! What the? What the fuck is that?
It's Happy New Year's. It's New Year's. Make sure that shit's turned off. God forbid. Oh my God.
Can you share that on my? No, don't. I mean, I don't.
No, don't.
I mean, share it on my. Can you? I don't know. Oh God, I don't even know what to do.
I sent that to one of my friends, and my friend wrote back to me. They shouldn't even allow you to use a cell phone anymore. I said, dude, it was sent to me. It was sent to me. I didn't ever ask for it. It just showed up in my doorstep. So that. See, I wanted to leave you with a big final bang for the night.
Thank you. Wow. I really needed that, Vin. Thanks.
No problem.
Really
and you know for a fact,
see that.
you know what's going through your mind right now. You're like, who can I send that to? That's what you're thinking of right now. You're like, who the fuck can I send that to?
I'm like, where can I post that? I don't want to post it on Twitter though.
Yeah, some people, man, I'm telling you, some people they got this, I don't know what that is. I don't even know what to say. So, but. All right, Sarah, it is time for me to make some dinner, and it's been an awesome show, man. We went 4 hours almost. 4 hours is pretty.
Yeah. I think everybody had a lot
of
of fun today. I think we did good today. I think it was also like more entertaining than the last one.
I think we're getting used to it. That's what it is too. We're getting a little bit more, used to what's going on. These buttons. It's art.
Yeah.
It's art.
It's art. It's art. And also, we established that memes are art, which is a very big accomplishment. I feel like.
Right.
We
also established. Go ahead. You go. I was gonna say we also established no longer do you need to slide into a DM when you can just slide the picture across the table.
Yeah, just print it on newspaper and then or just print paint your dick and then.
Or put it in a copying machine, whatever it is.
Yeah.
Whatever you got to do, get it out there because it's art. It's art.
With like kiss on it, like shows.
You can sign it. You can sign it and shit.
Yeah.
Oh my lord, dude! I'm never gonna be able to eat. Not after that video we just watched. But
oh god, that video makes you I first thought you was gonna poop, but then I was so confused. I was like, wow, were they not there before? What the hell is happening?
For some weird reason, I thought I knew it was gonna happen in that video, but I did not.
Really?
I did not know.
I thought he was pooping out a baby or something, but he didn't.
All right. With that said, it is time to go. Sarah, it has been fucking awesome, like always. I had a great time, and make sure you guys are in my channel. Are you gonna be streaming? Because I'm gonna shoot everybody over to you if you're gonna keep streaming.
I think I'm gonna. I probably have to stream a little bit more. Yeah, gonna be streaming.
Okay, so I'm gonna send them over to you. Then.
Okay.
Because it's a great place, and she's an artist. That's what it is. We've accomplished this after tonight. Sarah's an artist. So we're good to go. Either way, Sarah, it has been fucking awesome. I'm going to shoot these guys over to you. Thank you once again for an awesome night. The rant has been great. I'm looking for, maybe we'll have a guest next week.
Yes, I think next week we should have a guest.
That'd be a lot of fun. That'd be a lot of fun.
Or maybe two, so it's easier to do, the overlays. We should always have
as long as they bring their own fucking picture, we'll call that R2. You know what I mean?
Hey, you're only allowed in the rant if you have a picture.
It's gonna be your profile picture on default and stuff. Yeah. All right, it is time. Sarah, once again, you have a lovely night, and it's been real, and I will see you again, same place, same time, and everything next week. It'll be just always fun.